Alrighty, I am back. Welcome to the Montoya show. Got a jam-packed filled show tonight. It's been quite a while since I've done an episode. A lot has happened since then, and also I've just been busy with more important things in life than live streaming to an average of 4 viewers. So let's get into the show. We got a lot going on tonight. Let me pull up my docket so I know what I'm talking about. Okay, oh yeah, let's talk about the Oscars real quick, which happened last week. I was pretty much wrong about every single prediction. Oppenheimer ended up winning, which really surprised me. But then I remembered something. Because I'm like, what? A movie about a white guy won? But then I started thinking about it, and then it hit me. I went, oh, wait. He's Jewish! So, of course, Oppenheimer ended up winning. And, yeah, Barbie ended up not winning that many awards. And, yeah, I was wrong about my predictions the whole time. I think I only got like one right, which was something with Barbie. I think it was Best Original Song or something like that. So, yeah, wow. If I'm glad I did not put money down on that. Okay, let's get into this new Destiny documentary that just dropped. Now, Destiny has been on a roll. I mean, I could do this whole live stream on Destiny, what he's been up to, because he's been appearing on every single podcast, he's been debating every day. He has a new video with like the most popular political commentator, he's doing videos with all the most famous political commentators, and yeah, he's on a roll. Sorry that I'm kind of talking like fresh and fit right now, but yeah, he's on a roll. And yeah, it's just really insane in the membrane. All right. Let's get to let's get to this new Turkey Tom documentary now. What's interesting about this is the documentary itself is actually not interesting, but what is interesting about it is Destiny and Turkey Tom. And my intuition was right. I predicted this the whole time. Hold on, let me I need to record this real quick so I can make clips. My predictions were right the whole time. Destiny and Turkey Tom are gay lovers. I don't have a soundboard. Sorry about that. I will get a soundboard eventually for this. I need to make a custom soundboard. If anybody wants to make me a custom soundboard, then I'd be happy to not pay you at all. Well, I will probably, but depends how good it is. All right. So let's get into this Destiny documentary. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. Yeah, so Turkey Tom, of course, he makes documentaries. I'm really sick of the whole YouTubers calling their essay videos and stuff documentaries. I'm really tired of this. It's really pretentious, but he made this is a legit documentary though, but it's very in the style. It's in the style of iDubbbz documentaries, so it's as gay as those. So, yeah, let's watch this.
Number one goal in life through everything, work.
Yeah, I think every part of my life kind of revolves around it. People like this will say, oh yeah, that's not healthy.
If you don't like the Constitution, that's on you. Really, then why are you saying that Section 3 of Amendment 14 requires a conviction?
Past few years, you've had a lot of drama. You just had a big one.
What was a big one?
Melina.
Aw, to my Steven.
Ultimately, what I'm getting at is like, where do your priorities really lie?
They definitely lie with work, 100%.
Well, you're kind of a nice guy.
No, that's gonna be cut.
Fucking straight.
What are you doing?
This is what we do to libtards. I'm gonna go get him. I will defend America.
I'm gonna fight for Nancy Pelosi. Dancer, I'm already, look cool.
This silly ass jacket.
This is my shooting jacket.
Oh, okay, just check.
Sighting my target, okay? Try to be a safe gun owner. Jeez. I need you to back the fuck up.
Yes.
I can't. I'm a
You could have done one more.
No!
Turn way the fuck up. I'm cool.
Cool royalty-free metal music in the background. This guy couldn't even pick his own, like, he couldn't pick something out of his own playlist or anything. That's, you know, I'm not saying he has to put Metallica in the intro, but, you know, he could have squeezed in some obscure metal band in there. Maybe he doesn't listen to obscure music. I feel like Turkey Tom listens to trap metal.
Stephen Kenneth Bonnell II, born December 12, 1988, known online as Destiny, is an American live streamer and political commentator. He was among the first people to stream video games online full-time and received attention as a pioneer of the industry. Since 2016, he's garnered further attention for streaming political debates with other online personalities, in which he advocates for progressive...
We can skip this. Everybody knows who he is. So, alright, so they're at the InfoWars office. Turkey Tom's got his InfoWars shirt. And the thing that shocked me about Turkey Tom is that he lifts. Right? Very shocking. So they're looking at the InfoWars green room.
I'm watching your stream right now.
Yeah, bro. Oh, yeah.
Turkey Tom's got some, like, Etsy. Well, it's not even Etsy. It's like a Wish.com black metal hat. The black metal font, you know, like those black metal fonts where you can't even make out what the logo is. And yeah, he's wearing this. His drip, he dresses like a local white boy emo SoundCloud rapper from like 2017, 2018. That's his look he's going for.
Sorry, I'm listening. I'm at the exact same in real life. Sorry, yeah.
You're in.
So anyway, how you guys doing?
I brought coffee.
Hot chocolate.
Just coffee.
You're doing
chocolate?
a
Are you-
I like hot chocolate too, but I don't ever drink it. I haven't drank it in probably a good fucking 6 years, probably. Maybe 7 years. And that's not true. I drank it like last Christmas with coffee. I drink hot, but that doesn't really count. But yeah, this Destiny really likes his hot chocolate. Ugh, so adolescent, so childish. It's not even adolescent. Alright, adolescents are already drinking beer. He's drinking hot chocolate.
On me.
12
You're
fucking
doing
years
a
old?
video on me. I always drink hot chocolate.
Okay, well, I'm not giving into your bullshit. This is Americano. We have cream and sugar.
It's okay.
My mom was asking what I'm doing on here, so she was like reading your Wikipedia article. She's like, he's one of the first full-time.
Yeah, she's worried that you're off. She saw on Wikipedia that he's bisexual, and she's worried that you're off getting fucked in the ass by him. That's what she was worried about.
I'm live streamers on Justin.tv. Are you technically the first?
First guy to do it professionally, yeah. Quit his job and do it full time, yeah.
There's no one else?
No one else that I know of. Do you, okay, if I was gonna look for I want a pen and notebook if I can. It would be so nice to take notes for this if I could do it.
Are you like nervous at all for this?
A little bit, not really, kind of, I don't know.
Not really, kind of, I don't know. So you don't get nervous for this kind of thing? I was nervous I'm not even debating. I was nervous just coming here to the studio.
It's a different kind of nervous.
This isn't even why this is just some bullshitting. It's fine to have a tiny bit, but this is a lot of the docket system. It's just filming every single conversation they had the whole time. It is, what the fuck?
Nervousness, like I have the facts are easily on my side, and I have a huge database of them now in my head.
Are you confident that you're gonna be just fine?
I'm always coming to myself. Yeah, obviously. I mean,
Obviously.
well, because I've been doing it for like 7 years, right?
So early on when you're starting out, let's say with a JonTron discussion.
It is a European nation historically. There's just no debating that. Of course,
The first
yeah.
thing that you just said doesn't really make sense. It was a European nation.
Were you nervous about that?
Not as much because I feel like the expectation kind of matches the reputation. Like when I was debating, it was really just a conversation with JonTron. Like all this stuff leading up to it, nobody really did like online gaming / political debates. So there wasn't like a huge expectation to be like super informed. It was just like really entertaining and funny and everything.
Do you think the John thing was like a watershed moment, like the start of a lot of that stuff for you?
It's a watershed. He's so gay, dude. It's like this Reddit brain. It's like Turkey Tom's the type of guy that would say, "Oh, this video is gonna break the internet." Like, are we really using these terms right now? This is a watershed moment. The dam broke when Destiny debated John Jafari. Does anybody even remember JonTron?
I don't think so, but it's for a lot of people met me or found out about
That's
it.
how I knew about you. And I didn't even like you at the time because I was a John fan, and I was like, oh, he doesn't like John. And that was just, in my head, it was just like, this guy.
Did you watch that full convo?
Yes.
The thing that was the most frustrating thing about that convo is I'd listened to, the only reason I had that convo is because I was on stream. Do you know who Sargon of Akkad was?
Of course.
That he was talking to JonTron. When I was listening to those conversations, it sounded to me like JonTron was just like a well-meaning dude that like had some questions, and Sargon was of course like educating him.
Yeah.
And then I saw JonTron start to tweet out stuff like, if Japan's population can be all Japanese, why can't America's population be all white? And I'm like, aren't you like a Persian immigrant or something? That's kind of a weird thing for you to say. So then eventually we had a conversation on
This is gonna make a lot of people mad. Both sides of the political aisle. And the people of this dissent will get mad at me, but Persians are white. Yeah, I said it. I don't care if they're consider MENA, that term. I really don't care. They're white. I'm sorry. People get mad at me when I say a lot of this stuff, because they're like, "Well, I'm not from Europe. My family's not from Europe. They're brown." It's like, well, they're white. I subscribe to that old race science template that if you're a Caucasoid, you're white. So I don't care how brown you are, you're white.
Stream, and the conversation was not really me trying to like go after him. I was just like kind of asking him questions. I didn't know that he was as far along as he was.
Because I remember when that happened, all his buddies, I want to say Psychic Pebbles or whatever, they drew
the
you.
Animators.
They drew you retarded.
Oh yeah, Psychic Pebbles, Ego Rap, all these guys that I loved. I still like their work. I think they're funny. I hate the people now. But one of the animators for, did you ever know a show called Metalopolis or Metalocalypse or whatever?
Yeah, on
an Adult Swim. Yeah, that guy. Like there were so many like big animators that came for my throat after that. I was like, oh, okay.
But it's been crazy for me watching your come up because when I like saw you around that time and I didn't like you. And then around like 2017, maybe 2016, 17, shout out Bedhead Bernie for getting me into Destiny, but he got me down the Destiny pipeline. That was when you were debating all the skeptic guys like Worski, Sargon,
Tonkasaw.
Oh, Tonkasaw.
We're really doing this. We're really doing this right now.
Crazy people.
Well, this is the thing, because all these guys that you interact with, I mean, whether it's the skeptics, whether it's BreadTube, whether it's the Red Pill, I feel like you're kind of the one left standing.
Obviously.
Well, they all, the thing is, like, they all ride these trends, right? They're all part of these.
He wants to suck his dick so bad. They call him Turkey Tom for a reason.
Waves. You never had like a wave of people you came up with. You kind of assimilate a little bit here and there to get in there.
Yeah.
And then you get out very quickly.
People always call me like partisan or biased or whatever. My biggest strength is if you go to Hassan's stream, for instance, you're going to Hassan's stream to see like what do progressives think. But if you go to a lot
For the insurrection, I'll do it, Mr. President. Anything you need, I'll do it. What's up, buddy?
What's up? How you doing?
Nervous?
Not yet.
Cringe. He is Turkey Tom is if Discord was a human being. He's so fucking cringe. He calls people buddy. Hey, buddy. Buddy. He still does that thing. Buddy. Buddy. And he's so awkward. He likes 15-year-old girls. I mean, at least make it, at least, you know. It should at least be 16. But, you know, he's just, he probably still likes, you know, SpongeBob memes and like SpongeBob edits. He probably still watches that stuff. He has an anime profile pic somewhere. He likes big titty waifus. He watches Destiny. I mean, this guy is a Discord as a human being, even just physically, and his drip. The people that are on Discord a lot. I don't know what you would call them, but like people are terminally online on Discord. They have no drip at all. They just think having drip is like throwing on an anime hoodie or, yeah.
The nerves are getting to you now. I know they are.
Yeah, it's getting torn up inside.
Calm before the storm. People live in Nebraska?
I know, I moved.
Yeah, there you go.
Dumbass.
Call me a dumbass. I'm gonna fight this guy. We're gonna go to the gym tomorrow.
Dude, no. Don't
We're going to the gym.
Okay?
We're gonna smoke cigarettes and do pre-workout, and we're gonna go to the gym. We're gonna get huge.
Yeah, when I get back from this trip, okay?
Tomorrow, you're gonna bench 225.
Yeah, maybe I can bench half of it, like from the top to the bottom once.
If you do it once, you'll beat Ben Shapiro.
From the top to the bottom.
If you do it once...
And then it's gonna drop my neck and then down.
No, I'll save you, dude. I'll save you.
Yeah, will you?
I'll save you. I'll pull it off your neck, and then I'll push it right down.
Yeah?
Vegan Gains will be proud of me. I wish Richard was here. Shout out Melina. Big shout out. I took her up on a job offer to be part of my production crew. She's helping out. She's actually great at Adobe After Effects. Can we recreate It's Melt Time?
It's Melt.
But with guys?
No, what the fuck? Uh-oh.
No. Yes, clips we've seen 5,000 times.
All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. January 6th, 2024.
The debate itself was very entertaining, though, but as many debates are, it wasn't very productive and didn't bring a lot of closure to either side. I think those who support J6 and those who don't are probably just as dug in as they were before. But regardless, it was funny. We just got done with the Alex Jones debate.
Whoa. He's doing that's what I'm saying. He's Discord as a human being. He's doing the goofy dance thing. What is this? You know who I just figured it out. Cause you know who Turkey Tom reminds me of? Michael Gandolfini. What is this? What is this haircut? What is this drip? He's Anton Maxon right here. Destiny is just fine. He doesn't really have any drip either. What's with this painting? This is like a painting you'd see in the background of like a porn video. What the fuck is this drip? This haircut? What the fuck is that?
Debate. Destiny, how do you feel?
He's also trying to dress like Destiny in a weird way. That's what I was saying. He's in love with Destiny. Stephen Bonelli.
With that?
I think it actually went okay.
For you?
I would have
And he's got Chuck Taylor though.
done things differently on my own, but I think given what it was, I think it went pretty good, yeah.
How do you feel about the opposing side with Alex, Glenn?
Glenn is a clown. I didn't get to hammer home that enough, unfortunately, because Alex was also a clown, but a much louder one, so he kept cutting me off every time. The Darren guy seemed to be the one that came with the most facts to argue, but he was the most passive.
He doesn't even know facts. He just goes on Wikipedia really fast to get a gist of something, and then yells that he knows a lot about the topic, and that's it.
It didn't seem to talk as much because Alex was screaming all the time, so.
Yeah, I feel like probably either side, their audiences are probably not convinced of the other at this point.
I don't think so, not this much, probably not.
No, you weren't even able to get, I think you did a lot of preparation for this one.
What the fuck is this drip? What even is this? Dude. Oh. Turkey Tom looks like somebody from Lebanon, Oregon.
It seems like you weren't able to put a lot of that to good use.
Yeah, I like to do like the factual argumentation combined with kind of like the punchy rhetorical skill, but that's hard to do when you've got partners. Like for Alex, if Alex wants to shout at me the whole time, I'll shout at him. I can do that forever. But then if my partners want to chime in, I can't. Abortion under Roe v. Wade, you've got all the Trump indictments. I have a hard time believing that Trump would.
We're going deeper now.
Oh, sure.
One of the things a lot of people bring up against you is they say you're a bad father.
Sure, damn.
Why'd you move so far away from your son?
For work-related reasons.
This is the weird thing about Destiny is, he has a son that lives with his mom. It's his ex-wife, and he left. I understand the kind of the parents being separated because I grew up like that too, with the divorced parents like that. Where you go to the one parent for a little bit, then you go to the other for a little bit, back and forth. I've been there. It does work. It can work, but the thing with Destiny is he left his son for work, and he left his son in Nebraska while he's off in LA banging an OnlyFans girl and doing drugs while his son's stuck in Nebraska and is bored, all alone, talking to the scarecrows. All he has to play with is what are those things, Jacks? What are those? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Hold on. Fuck. What are those things? Jacks. Ball. Game. Yeah, and this is all he's.
Hello and welcome to
Destiny's son doesn't even play video games. He plays this. This is the game
How to
he
Play
plays.
Jack.
This is the
This video will cover how to play the game Jacks. The object of the game is
this is what Stephen Destiny Bonelli's son. This is all he has to play. This is the only game he has in Nebraska. Is this game. He doesn't even own video games. This is the only thing he has to play with.
to throw the ball in the air, pick up a certain amount of jacks, and then catch the ball after it bounces once. The amount of jacks to get picked up depends on the round you are in. The game begins with the first player tossing the 10 jacks onto it.
So Destiny's son is playing this game in middle of nowhere, Nebraska, with no video games, no internet connection, while Destiny's off being the top streamer, playing video games for a living, and banging OnlyFans girls and doing drugs. And this is what his son's doing all alone with no friends while he's doing that. Unbelievable.
All 10 jacks, one at a time, the player moves to round 2. In round 2, players will need to pick up 2 jacks with each toss of the ball. If a player successfully picks up all 10 jacks 2 at a time, the player moves to round 3.
Unbelievable.
Do you think I should have uprooted his life and brought him with me to California?
When's the last time you saw your kid?
I don't know. Do you want like the age he was when I saw him last? Do you want me to tell you what he was wearing? You foul fuck, or?
Stop talking about people's sons. Kim, he had a child, and he's...
Listen. Listen. Some of us haven't won the genetic lottery, but I have, by the way. But if you get to this point, it's your fault. If you get to this point, it's your fault.
just paying for the child's existence. Abortion was the correct action here.
Custody, you abandoned your child to go play StarCraft in Miami.
Yeah, while he's stuck playing jacks in middle of nowhere, Nebraska, in some fucking cornfield.
You talked about how missing Nebraska a little bit and thinking about how maybe things could have been different if you had stuck around to be with your kid. Do you regret how things went there? Do you wish you were...
Regret which part?
I guess just not being there all the time.
I mean, like, yeah, to some extent, of course. When I originally was there in Nebraska, I felt like being there was, like, super inhibiting to my career. So I had a little bit of a conversation with his mom about, like, could all of us maybe move to California or Florida? But that was, like, completely off the table.
Is this when you were together?
No, but we were, like, still co-parenting. Obviously, because she had her whole family there and his mom had her job and everything there, like, she doesn't want to just pack up and move states. He's kind of locked down there for as long as he wants to be with his mom and his family and his friends there. And then I felt like if I lived in different areas, there'd probably be a lot more career opportunities available to me. Some people said I just moved to places to f people, but I mean, I was just fly out and f people. So I waited until he turned 8.
Oh, that's a big difference. You fly out people, you don't travel too far, you fly out. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that, Mr. Benelli. I apologize for my misinterpretation.
Because I was trying to think, like, well, do I want to leave when he's like 2? That feels kind of weird because he doesn't even know who I am. So I waited a little bit, like, well, he's 8, we can have a conversation, he can kind of understand it. When he was, I think, either 8 or 9, I moved to California initially so that him and his mom, because they were living like in a kind of a shitty apartment at the time, and then she moved into my house with him, and so he lives there now, so he can go to the same school and hang out with his family and everything.
Then you wish you were like, I don't know. I'm not trying to do a gotcha moment here, I'm just genuinely curious, so I hope you don't feel like I'm...
Yeah, I mean, like, more present.
I feel like I'm coming on to you and wanted to kiss you right now and breathe on your neck and tell you that I love you.
Or more, yeah, for sure. Like, to some extent, like, I prioritize probably my career a little bit over, like, my relationship with him.
Yeah.
I mean, God will judge us.
God will.
Yeah, and I remember that, like, I had, like, there was a...
That is... now, there's difference, which he does, I know. He obviously works and support, you know, he supports his kid. But work over chill, dude, that's brutal. What's with this chick? She looks like a Wojak, the female Wojak meme. The trad girl, the trad Wojak, or not the trad Wojak. Well, yeah. The Wojak chick. Either the trad one or the pink hair one. She has that face.
period where I look back at these texts sometimes. It was so unbelievable. I'm like texting my kid's mom saying shit like, I'm a horrible person, like take Nathan away from me, I don't ever want to see him again, like I'm a horrible, don't blah blah blah. And it's like I'd never say anything like this in my life. I'm the most high driven, like confident person. It was like crazy to me to see it. But
yeah, I mean, like I try to provide obviously financially for him as much as I can.
I'm a spick as well. We all talk with our hands. All of us greaseballs, we all talk with our hands. But we don't have to overdo it. You have to go. Or like, are you a mime, dude? Like, relax.
But I mean, obviously, that's also no substitution for like having your dad hang out with you every day.
Yeah.
I guess at the end of the day, it's balancing out like how like after this, I'm gonna fly and visit him on my way back to Miami. But obviously, that's not the same as living there.
No. Do you see him? I mean, you see him what, a few times a year at least?
Yeah, I mean, like several times a year. Usually, whenever I'm doing trips or traveling, I'll fly out and hang out with him. And then we talk kind of on Discord and stuff. Although he kind of gravitated a little more from games and does real life shit now. So yeah.
Well, that's good. He's not like you then. He's normal.
Not good.
He's the top Jax player in where he lives in Nebraska with population of 620 people. Oh, that's good. At least he is the Jax champion now.
Is he like you?
Yeah, he's a carbon copy of me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his mom reminds me all the time.
Wow, that's funny.
Yeah.
I bet she loves that.
Yeah, for sure.
The career, that's like your whole shit. You're like, I have this a little bit, but you're like psychotically in. Like, I don't even know. Do you take a lot of days off? You just seem like you're so on.
Yeah, I think every part of my life kind of revolves around it. But I also super enjoy it too. Like I've said, like if I worked at McDonald's, I would come home and probably get on Twitter and like start fighting with people and shit.
Yeah.
That's just, yeah.
You did it for 15 years. Is this like, this is it, you think, till you die?
Who knows? Maybe I'll retire soon and go hang out with my kid more. Or maybe I'll get banned from everything, so.
With the Alex Jones debate officially wrapped up, we had one extra day in Austin to just hang out.
I've never had a Camel Crush that did me wrong, you know? Unlike cars, my...
He looks so cool smoking. He just looks dirty. Like, dude, like when I smoke, I look fucking cool. You know, him, nah. Cause I always got drip. I'm fucking, dude. Let's hold up. I gotta pull up my. Let's hide this real quick so I don't see the login info. Dude, when I smoke, dude, you guys gotta check this out. Hold up. It was I'm trying to find this video. It was a while ago. Alright, here it is. Dude, when I smoke. Wait, hold on. Hold up. Look how fucking. Look how nasty I am. I got that fucking drip. That little camera angle's a little sus though. I think I might have been intoxicated that day, but this is drip. Okay? Look at this. Oh my god. Insane. Drip. Okay, we're done. I'll go back to Destiny.
Friends, my bank account. I've never had a cigarette that like me up in like a bad way. Like every time I've had one, I've been like, oh, that was good. That made my day better. That made my life improve. I feel stronger, lighter, focused. I feel lasered in. I feel dialed in. I feel like my swag, which was turned.
Why is this in the dock? What does this have to do with Destiny? What is your Destiny, Turkey Tom?
Low was just turned way the fuck up. Okay, so smoke more cigarettes. Okay. Do you have any weapons that are made for like maybe like younger individuals?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? So you'd say that maybe someone of his stature probably is not allowed to shoot a gun?
Good one.
Okay, that's fair. That makes sense. Okay, I appreciate it. We just want to get
He
that.
meant no as in he wouldn't say that. No as in not that I'm not allowed to shoot.
No as in you cannot shoot a gun.
No, that's not what he
No as
misunderstood. It was a double negative.
no as in
You
your IQ is too low.
Okay.
Shoot a gun. I feel a presence. If I come to your house and I'm banging on the door and saying open up, are you gonna come out with a Glock and kill me?
I would shoot you from the window.
From the window like a sniper?
Yeah.
Why not?
I love that Steven and Turkey Tom are like I don't think this is Destiny's idea. I don't think he gives a shit. But Turkey Tom's like, yeah, we're guys. We're like bros hanging out. What do bros that hang out do? They shoot guns and they work out. And it's just like, dude, relax. I don't think Destiny cares about any of this.
It's one, because the ideas are really pervasive, so it doesn't really work to just ban them out of existence. Obviously, it didn't work for COVID misinformation. It doesn't work for Trump misinformation. It didn't work for vaccine misinformation. So you probably have to be able to like confront it and deal with it. And then two, it's because I had a big shift in terms of how I viewed like combating misinformation. For a long time, you've heard like the saying like the truth can barely get its pants on before like a lie gets halfway around the world. There's like all these sayings or whatever. A lot of people on the right.
This is the perfect example of how Destiny talks, where he just rambles and just pulls out like quotes he saw on some like Twitter quotes account that quotes Marcus what's that philosopher's name, and the Meditations author, and shit like that. And it's just, this is him. You know, he's like a guy who watched way too much South Park a long time ago, and is obsessed with the idea that South Park is a show that makes fun of everybody, and that he's that guy. He's still in that phase of his life that we all grow out of.
They spend a lot of time making their stuff very entertaining, very funny, and that's how they're so good at like messaging to people. And I think people on the left just like don't even try. I think if you try hard enough, I think you can combat it. It just takes a lot of effort. Yeah.
So you'd say probably these viewpoints, you have a very pragmatic approach to them.
All of it is
like,
pragmatic.
Like whatever
hopefully.
works.
Yeah.
Societally, if it did get rid of those opinions to censor all that misinformation, all those people, you'd be in favor of deplatforming if it was just like you get them off the platform and then
I think it would depend on the type of misinformation and the level of harm, I think. If let's say hypothetically, let's say there was some piece of misinformation you could spread that would get people to like eat Tide Pods or something. And let's say that this dude, oh my god, the one with the Jesse Lee Peterson?
Destiny.
We've seen all of these clips 1,000 and 1,000,000 and a gajillion times. The funny thing is, Jesse Lee Peterson, for how kind of emotionally detached he is and everything, he's way more entertaining and funny than these guys.
How did you get the name? Is that a lady name?
Yeah, kind of. I made it when I was like 9.
Online,
He trained people to go from beginner and cross.
This is more important. Come here. There we go. Oh my gosh. Look. I love this little guy. Oh my god. We're solving wars.
Oh my god, I love this little guy. Wow, this fucking dick is rubbing against my back. What a fucking... He's a disgrace to the family.
Steve.
Cool, you smoke a cigarette. You don't even look cool. Also, too, he's like, look at this guy. This guy looks like the girls that I DM's boyfriend. The girls that send nudes to me on Instagram, their boyfriends all look like this, by the way. He has like he's one of those smokers that's like a dirty smoker. Like me, I don't know if I'm not gonna re-log in, but when he saw those pictures and videos of me, I'm swagged to the max. I got that French New Wave cool of smoking. He has a dirty small town folk vibe to him.
Steven is trying to escape his responsibilities for defending this country against militant extremists. So we're gonna go find him, find out what he's doing. He might be soying. He's in his goon cave right now. We're gonna get this little
soy goon. Yeah. Reddit gold. Here's some Reddit gold, Turkey Tom. That joke.
Get this little Steven to do his fucking job. So he can do what we say.
There you go.
He's doing his push-ups. I don't get this. Turkey Tom have autism? Maybe he has Asperger's. He does have a heavy Asperger's vibe. Ready with Stephen Bonelli.
You're disrespecting your country. You're letting them down. What are you doing? You're on your fucking phone?
Yeah, I'm trying to...
We're doing a tactical military operation right now. You have no respect for your commanding officer.
That's what watching Sam Hyde once does to a motherfucker.
Which is me.
That's that. Oh. Whoa. Is it getting hot in here, or is it just me? Oh, let's go back.
Me.
Wait, let's go back. That's a little too far.
Operation right now. You have no respect for your commanding officer, which is me. Making out with my inferior officers. You disrespect this country. You disrespect the United States military.
Oh. 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 Ooh. Oh. Oh. You see Destiny's face. He's like, look at this. Pause. Look at Destiny's face. He's been here before. He's like, what am I doing with my life?
This is what we do to libtards.
Guys who I think okay. Here's the thing. I never had brothers growing. I think this is a normal thing if you have brothers, like wrestling and stuff, but this is going too far. I don't like guys touching me. I don't like people touching me and grabbing me. It's like, dude, fuck off.
Charles, Louisiana.
You want me to do it? Okay. Should I? Do it.
Ow! Holy shit, that hurt.
You're not.
Okay. I said we got that libtard taken care of. He'll be way more respectful of his commanding officer now. He needs to get his T levels checked in a serious way.
Come with me.
Oh my god, get some footage of this silly ass jacket.
This is my shooting jacket.
Threat.
This for my baby. Love expose me again.
He's gonna get kicked out.
How funny would it be if we kicked out of a Walmart?
Reference laugh, Ludo. Oh.
On video?
If we get
show we're that autistic?
I don't do that. I'm not that kind of streamer.
I don't do that.
I'm not that kind of streamer.
I'm not that kind of streamer.
Good one, dude.
I'm just the most degenerate guy. Just I don't really do.
Stop. You gotta get the away from me.
Oh my. Whoa. Let's go back.
Hang that up. Hang that up. You have to hang that up. You know this girlfriend's favorite food brand is? Gerber.
You really see his dad, Destiny's dad, Coomer eyes.
Gerber. I hardly know her. Oh, you're gonna need some of these after I roast you. Wait a minute. What the? Yeah, bro.
I love too before he does the kiss. There's like this like music. It's like, doo, doo. It's very dramatic.
I can be anything I want.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too, man. Does Tom have fans anywhere?
I always open the door for my ladies.
Oh my god.
I open the door for my ladies.
my babe.
You gonna fart at me again?
Oh my god, thank you. Hello. Hey, babe. No. You're gonna definitely hurt yourself, okay?
Okay.
Go back. Go back. Wait.
Have fans anywhere?
I always open the door for my ladies.
Oh my god.
I open the door for my ladies.
My babe.
You gonna fart at me again?
Oh my god, thank you. Hello.
Oh my god, thank you. Oh my god. Whoa. So Destiny actually isn't lying. He isn't lying about being a fag.
Hey, babe. No. You're gonna definitely hurt yourself, okay?
Okay, get inside. We are officially returning to the Intuitive Defense residence. Yesterday at Walmart, we made sure to get some cool clothing to wear. What the fuck? Climb to the fucking car that I rented.
Dude, we just saw his license plate. Holy shit.
You can't even open the fucking trunk. Oh shit. How'd you do that?
Public figure, you should not be showing your license plate.
So epic. This is going in the video, right? Oh my god. Well, owned. Oh, that was so epic, dude. I know we've had a lot of people complaining about representation on the Turkey Tom channel. You know, they say, Tom, where's Black Turkey Tom? Okay, so my son at home can relate and have a YouTube role model other than KSI. Well, I'm proud to announce that we're officially representing now. We picked this up the other day from Gucci. I just really wanted to speak out for the community and pay back the people who have made me rich and successful to the point where I can afford to rent this shitbox Jeep where the trunk doesn't even fucking open.
Oh, okay. It's rented. All right, that's not a huge deal. I thought that was just his personal vehicle.
I love you. I love you. You still in bed?
Wait, this is actually where Destiny lives? Wait, this is actually where Destiny lives.
Oh, the sun is shining.
Is this actually his house?
Son, it's time to do your chores. It's time to take out the trash.
Go start practicing so I can come out and shoot, you fucking losers.
What do you mean, dude? You need to practice. You're in fucking bed, dude.
Destiny's got hotel. He has the same exact sheets at this we had at the hotel I worked at. He's got like hotel sheets.
I already done all this.
You didn't play COD with us last night?
Yeah, I'm sleeping, trying not to die.
Oh my god, dude. Holy shit. You're literally a pussy, dude. You're literally a pussy. We tried. We're kind of unsuccessful in waking the soy boy, but
I'm just trying to see what he has in his house. So this is his house. Okay.
it's okay.
I know what I thought it would be.
Are you winning?
I'm waiting for you to put your glasses on, dork.
That's boring.
To the way beginning.
Okay.
What were you like growing up? What were your plans? Who you want to be?
Just kind of, live the day to day,
What the fuck is strangling?
What are you doing? You're making it awkward.
Okay, so you're in wind ensemble growing up. You're passionate
Concert
about
band,
music.
actually. I'm sorry. It was a concert band. But yeah, no violins. I'm play saxophone.
Violins,
Yeah.
playing saxophone.
Yeah,
growing
which makes
up.
sense, yeah.
And you go to college for that.
Yeah.
And before that, you had gone to a
High school.
Catholic high school.
Yeah, Jesuit.
High school.
Yeah.
Did you do well in school?
I took a lot of good classes, but I was kind of bad at homework and stuff.
Why? Are you lazy?
Yeah.
Are things you don't like?
I had focus issues. If it wasn't interesting to me, I didn't want to spend any time on it outside of class, so I would play video games.
Okay.
Probably too many video games.
But despite that, you did okay.
We'll say my GPA was below a 3.0. Probably shouldn't have been.
Below a 3?
Yeah.
So you go to state school, you're in college, you're doing...
So when you tell a girl my dick is 7 inches long, that's a nominal value because that's in Tom's world. But in the real world, it's probably 3 or 4 inches,
7? That's too small.
Yeah.
We're in the BWC gang.
Oh yeah,
okay.
BWC.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fucking...
I know why you pay your camera guy so much. He's getting angles for BWC porn.
You make me want to say that word so bad. Oh my
Why?
God, bro. Because you just make me rage.
Just say it.
Okay.
You're fine.
No, I'm not going to say it.
No,
It's
just
fine.
say it one time.
I don't want to say it.
Why?
I don't want to say it.
If I say it with you, will it be okay?
I'm not a fucking racist.
Okay, that's fine.
I never say that word.
Me neither. I don't think any other bills lapsed, but yeah. I never went into payday loans or anything because I knew how stupid they were. I'd rather just lose my house.
Was your girlfriend at the time, was she helping you out?
Yeah, she was. She always worked.
Music. The dramatic anime video game music. Okay, did they do anything besides talk?
Destiny was about to have the most impactful debate of his career. I knew he needed to get in tip-top shape because, let's be honest, this guy's been gaming too much and he hasn't been gaining nearly enough. So I decided to take him to the gym to get him in an alpha male mindset so he could completely crush his opponent. That being said, he didn't seem to enjoy the gym very much at all.
He's constantly on his fucking...
Yeah, I gotta get ready for my Ben Shapiro debate in 2 days, okay?
That's not a big deal. The way you're actually going to get ready for this debate, Steven, is by working out like
I agree.
act.
I'm here with the greatest soy boy of all time, teaching him how to be an alpha male. We're gonna get a little testosterone in this guy's veins. Maybe that way his wife will be with him instead of meme tips.
Yeah, got this on camera. Here you go.
First exercise we're going to learn. Oh my God. Okay.
Look at you go.
Steven, I think you're going to have excellent form.
Yeah?
Dexterity.
Oh my
You
God.
need to push all the estrogen out of your belly. Let you go so you can do this, okay? Women will finally be clamoring for you in your Instagram DMs.
Finally.
Something that never happens.
That's what I need. There you go.
Hey, let's see you do this. Come on.
I'm good. I think I'm...
Steven,
I get a pump from over here.
We're going to be working out. No, I'm just showing you proper form. We got 5 boundaries just for you.
Yeah.
You can do this. You can't do it? No, come on, Steven. I believe in you. He's so strong.
Dude, it's a 5-pounder. I'm not one of those guys that's you can't lift. But it's a 5-pounder.
Okay. 2 reps? That's good, right?
Yeah, 2. Exactly.
Is there a reason why you don't go all the way? You just go halfway up?
There's no particular reason to go up here.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You see how vascular I am right now, Steve?
Oh my God, look at that vascularity.
Let's go. Over your shoulder directly. And go up. And when you go down to 90 degrees.
Only 90?
Yeah, you don't have to go all the way down.
What if I want to work out my entire muscle though?
Bad for you. You're gonna tear something. You're not gonna be able to stream or jerk off. He's really passionate about weightlifting. You ever... Okay, there's no way.
Nothing more boring than watching people work out.
You don't think so?
No.
You're a big guy. Look at you, dude.
It's a meme, but truly I'm like a small guy pretending to be a big guy.
Oh, no. Put the blues on. They're light.
Yes.
There you go.
Are you gonna make me hurt myself?
No. Look at him clipping it. What, do you think you're gonna fall over?
Maybe. I don't.
Small guys should be... I've always said this. When they start bulking up, it's like Joe Rogan. They look weird. Like Joe Rogan is 5 foot and 5'0", and he looks like a troll. I just think very short guys should not bulk. I think they should be lean. And like, for example, all short guys should be like Bruce Lee. That's the kind of body type I'm talking about, kind of lean but fit. Yeah, they should get into like martial arts and stuff like that. Jiu-jitsu, not bodybuilding, lift weighting, or anything like that.
Squat. Yeah. Ever. Must have done deadlifts.
Why would you do those exercises? The only reason those lifts exist is to hurt your back, Why even risk it?
What was it? You were reviewing some gym video on your stream of a guy, I think he was deadlifting like this.
Yeah?
His back completely bent.
He's working out his rounded back form. You've never done that before?
Is that why you're going for more of a round bulk?
Yeah. Why would you want to be able to hurt yourself if you're lifting with a rounded back? That's how you train it.
See, some people, they go for a dirty bulk. Some people go for a clean bulk. Destiny's going for a round bulk.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I do.
It's impressive.
So what's the strategy behind like not putting the weight like all the way on before you clip it? Do you like want there to be like a little bit of give? Or? Oh, okay. I was just checking. I didn't know if there's like a method behind that.
What's proper form for squat?
Basically, like on your way down, you can kind of like lean over a bit to like kind of push off your toes on the bottom. Kind of like do like a free willy, like that. And you're like.
Destiny deadlift? I'm sorry, but this is gonna piss some of the meatheads off. I don't fucking get the point of deadlifting. The fuck's the point?
Like throwing back your hair like a beautiful mermaid. You wish your hair was that long.
True. What the fuck myself?
God, you're so fucking jacked. Oh my god, dude.
True.
I do have to lower that first. Hold on. No. Do you really think he needs to? Okay. Yeah, set it down. It's for deadlifts. You can hold it. You're good.
I'm gonna fuck myself up so bad if I do this. I'm gonna destroy.
I just think it's stupid. It's just a show off because like, just lift normally, just bench press and shit. I know there's gonna be like, but actually the when you deadlift, it triggers this hormone. Okay, like shut the fuck up. I don't need an explanation for deadlifting. It's stupid. Go back watching your fucking faggot ass Andrew Huberman videos. Tom Segura's cousin. Go back watching Tom Segura's cousin. Okay.
Destroy myself in a way that I won't be able to fix.
You don't think so?
Absolutely. Can you do this?
It shouldn't be that hard. I don't know what I can do anymore. I can't do anything. Damn, this is heavy now. You can do it. If I can still do it, you can do it.
If you say so, Destiny. If you really believe in me.
I do believe in you. Hi.
Are you Destiny?
Sometimes I am, yeah.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
I'm just Tom's protege right now, though.
That's crazy.
Wait, do you know Turkey Tom?
Bodybuilder.
No, bodybuilder. Oh my god, this guy thinks you're a bodybuilder, Tom.
Yeah, I'm a bodybuilder. Yeah, that's
true. He looks
true.
massive, yeah.
What's your name? Nice to meet you.
He's never heard of you before, but he's my fan, so. Turkey Tom on YouTube. He's got 1.1 million subs. Yeah.
Dude, I'll check you out.
We're trying to get him to not be so soy. After what happened with Melina, we're trying to fix things.
Yeah, it happens.
We're trying to fix things.
Yeah. Well, thanks. Have a good one. Yeah.
I'll check you out.
Yeah. You killed it, dude. You crushed it. You gonna do a deadlift?
No. I'm done now.
Wait, do you not do any lifts below like this part of your body?
Nope. Done working out.
You did a great job today.
You'd say you had enough? Let me see this camera.
For sure. We did like 4 whole sets today. I'm fucking jacked.
Do you feel proud of your progress in the gym
jacked
today?
in the tits, yeah.
You're jacked in the tits?
Yeah,
Dude,
jacked in the tits.
Who's gonna be proud of you for this?
Your mom. Careful, don't step on your sunglasses.
You say Despacito?
No, no.
Can you just say Despacito?
Despacito.
Wait, I look even taller than I am.
Oh my god, yeah. Give me a hug now.
Aww.
Soundstorm, do you know the way? Are you winning, son? Shrek is love, Shrek is life. How many of these old ass memes is Turkey Tom gonna bring up? Seem quirky. Okay.
Wait, let me sniff your hair.
Okay.
It smells bad.
No. I finisher for your mom because she likes all the different textures of my hair. As I put my head in her pussy and I go.
I've never heard someone say that before.
And as a post-workout meal, we engaged in some curry, which is easily the best post-workout meal and also the best meal you can use when you're getting ready to debate a popular Jewish conservative.
Shout out, is this Lycan?
Yeah.
Whoa. So what's your plan for tonight? You're gonna do some debate review? Why do you think
Also, the best meal you can use when you're getting ready to debate.
He gets all these Turkey Tom gets all of his drip from Instagram ads.
A popular Jewish conservative.
Shout out, is this Lycan?
Shoegaze, Deftones, Donnie Darko, Taxi Driver, Marble Lights, BoJack Horse. Well, I think it's funny that he's wearing that to be like ironic, but that's the person he is. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course.
Whoa. So what's your plan for tonight? You're gonna do some debate review? Why do you think Ben believes the things he does then? If you think he's probably a relatively intelligent person, how can he believe that Trump is better than Biden?
I'm trying to think of a nice way to say he's partisan.
Okay.
Like, because he does like a conservative media network, he kind of has to defend all the conservative things.
Destiny's personal chef whipped us up some chicken tikka masala. It was excellent. It was delicious. Absolutely fantastic. It's got some Celsius, some milk, 2 bottles of wine. Oh, there we go. That's the Destiny I know. That's the Destiny I know, dude. Oh my God. We're gonna get Destiny Natty. We're gonna get Destiny's Jack.
Yeah, he eats food. He eats food that everybody eats. Yeah, he eats ice cream that everybody eats. Ooh, so cool. I mean, like, is this guy gonna, whenever Destiny takes a shit, does Destiny just leave the turd in the toilet so Turkey Tom can come in and be like, wow, yeah, look at that shit. That's a good, solid, healthy shit right there. Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, Destiny shit. Can I get a pee sample from you? I mean, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, Destiny eats food that everybody else eats and likes. Ooh, so cool. Dude, like...
In one weekend. I mean, pretty boring apartment. It's nice. Look at that. We walk in, his computer was on, and his own subreddit was open. He sits nice and low to the ground. He sits real low.
Actually, if we're being honest, and actually went a completely different way than that. Actually, libtard. Actually, republitard.
Well, he's got 2 mics. I guess this is when his boy comes over, when Abba comes over, when it's Mel time.
Wow, dude. 8 years of piano, I hear it.
This is where all those poor abused women wind up. We got some pictures of him with his son. Destiny looks very Nordic. Looks like a Viking in these pictures. I want to replace his child. He's gonna go home to find his kid. I'm gonna be in this kid's bedroom. Like,
what the fuck is this? There's something sick about this. He's going in this man's house, going through his family photos, and like is impressed that Destiny owns things that everybody owns. He has vanilla ice cream in his freezer. Yeah, who hasn't ate or like vanilla ice cream? Who? Yeah, Destiny has family photos because he has a fucking son. Yeah, Destiny has a bed because people have beds, dude. The fuck is this? Why is he so impressed by any of this? Yo, wow, he's just a guy.
it's nice and low to the ground. He sits real low.
Actually, if we're being honest, and actually went a completely different way than that. Actually, libtard. Actually, republitard.
Look at how he talks. Dude, like, Destiny is not edgy. He has said the N-word and stuff. He's not edgy. Here's the thing, too. Like, Destiny, I don't think thinks of himself like that either. I don't think he thinks of himself as that deep as he's making him out to be.
He's got 2 mics. I guess this is when his boy comes over, when Abba comes over, when it's Mel time.
Wow, dude. 8 years of piano, I hear it.
Time. Yeah, we haven't heard that 1,000 times. You know what's funny about this video is he hasn't shown the seal video. I wonder if Destiny told him not to put that in the video.
This is where all those poor abused women wind up. We got some pictures of him with his son. Destiny looks very Nordic. Looks like a Viking in these pictures. I want to replace his child. He's gonna go home to find his kid. I'm gonna be in this kid's bedroom. Like,
this is fucking sick, dude. This guy, we're gonna replace Destiny's son. Yeah, this is what he wants. This is his fantasy. living with Destiny forever and has a.
Destiny, I love you. Daddy, you've been streaming so much. I'm proud of you.
Oh, the douche chills. I just got a lightning bolt of douche chills. The fuck is going on? Why is he going through his personal shit and pretending to be a baby? The fuck is this?
Daddy, you own Ben Shapiro.
Why is he sucking his... Oh, what? Dude. I cannot watch a Turkey Tom video ever again. Ever. Later.
Got like a Gotham City skyline as his background. Oh, I love Gotham City. I feel a presence. I'm in Destiny's apartment and I feel a presence.
So when I was in Steve,
dude, I bet you anything, there's girls that think this guy is a cutie. This fucking cringe faggot with his black metal hat and 2017 ironic meme shirt. This fucking guy is sick.
Steve's office at one point, I found this little book on a shelf titled "To My Steven."
I didn't tell you too that he's making fun of soy boys. Dude, you are like more cringe than a soy boy. What does he have? The shelf. Oh, of course, Destiny has Chomsky. Have you ever... Okay. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever known a straight person, a straight man, that has ever read Chomsky?
Melina had apparently made it for him when they were still together, and it features all of these like touching moments they had together.
My Steven. Oh, oh shit. What? Nothing. Oh.
No, this isn't. No. He's not doing this. I hope this is a joke.
This is such a sweet book. Hey, this area is here. She's up there, painting. It's a metaphor for the fact she didn't get any work done. The movies.
Pretty well made book, I'm not gonna lie.
We went to Montreal and stayed at a very memorable place. A ton of silent old people was there. Fuck retard. Speak American. The walk to Canada never ended. Aw. He's a real person. We called every day twice.
You know why he's crying to this? Because this is the life he wants with Destiny. We were going to Montreal and eating $530 dinners, and we do drugs and have sex with other gay men. This is a beautiful life with Destiny.
Oh wait, Melly Mel. After 2 months, we finally saw each other again. I went out to get breakfast while I was waiting for you at a hotel in London. When I got back, you were already there.
What are you doing?
Like some cozy London adventure. This is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life,
yeah,
dude.
Cute.
This is so sweet. You're a real fucking human, dude. You're not a sociopath.
Well, you know, she made that, not me.
One of my best memories of you is when we tripped together on LSD. You hugged my legs for hours. You cried when you looked at me and said you never want to lose me. It's just...
Destiny's the guy that cries on LSD. Confirmed. You cry on LSD? You're a fucking bitch, dude. LSD.
so sweet.
Sounds gay.
It sounds a little gay, but it's kind of nice. That's Bad Bunny. I can't wait for all the adventures ahead. You give me so much memories, friends, growth, experiences, cuddles, hugs, sex, kisses, warmth, travels, happiness, and love. Never want to lose you. You're the best person I've ever met, and the person I love the most in the whole world. I know we can do anything together. Holy shit, I'm gonna start crying, dude. I'm gonna start f***ing bawling. Holy shit.
You know, I'm someone who has made fun of the whole open relationship thing before, and I guess seeing this like normal couple thing in real life made me realize that, well,
Turkey Tom has never been in a relationship, clearly.
I still disagree with the premise of an open relationship. At the end of the day, it's still a real interpersonal relationship they had with real emotions. It also sort of humanized Steve to me because on stream and even in real life, he comes across as somewhat of an emotionally disconnected person. A lot of people think he's like sociopathic, and yet apparently here he was crying all night, holding a girl's legs, telling her that he loved her and never wanted to lose her. It makes me question if his sort of disconnected, callous attitude towards the divorce in general and how he feels about it is somewhat of a front.
We went back to Steven's house where he was engaged in some deep research. It was at that moment that Steven officially got into the mainframe.
No. Yes, a reasonable person should have known. Did Donald Trump know? And I want to make sure we check.
Are we the legal stuff?
Okay.
Actually. I'm going to agree with him more.
I wonder if Turkey Tom met Ben Shapiro.
On Israel-Palestine than probably many people on the left, but there are going to be some things that we.
What goals do you want to accomplish? What mountains have you yet to tackle? Obviously, you just tackled Ben Shapiro was a big one. I can't really think of a more popular conservative right now. Maybe Tucker, but he was more popular when he was on Fox.
Yeah.
What is like? I guess it doesn't have to be
the
specific.
goal, the true goal, and I keep putting this. I'm not putting it off. I'm waiting for that podcast to take off. I really want a media company. Like I would want to be able to set the discourse for what people are talking about every day in the United States. That would be my dream, I think.
Like hiring your own talent to have
sure,
like
having
hosts?
talent, having people with a website that write articles, having I read this instead of the Daily Wire,
you would read your own. Isn't that a little incestuous?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're okay. Moving on. Let's go watch this Candace Owens video. This video is insane, dude.
I am holding an article that was published by...
I can't believe this guy even exists. So I feel like everybody has seen this at this point. This Rabbi guy, they're talking about October 7th, blah, 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 blah. And he's calling her anti-Semite, saying... shit being anti-Israel is anti-Semitism, all that shit, and yeah, this video is insane. I've never seen anybody this insane before. He also has the crazy eyes and the full-right stare. So yeah, let's watch it.
I am the ultimate defender of free speech, and I believe that we need more speech, not less of it. When we see things and we believe them not to be true, rather than censoring that individual, we should actually give that person a platform, because people will walk away and be able to assess whether or not the statements they heard was true. And so just to give a little bit of background to people listening to this, you appeared on Charlie Kirk's show, and you referred to me as anti-Semitic. Is that correct? Okay.
Not only that, Candace, I've actually written a couple of articles, one in November and one last week, about your anti-Semitism. Yeah.
Correct. And referring to that article that you wrote last week, published on March 9th.
I think Candace Owens' podcast, I don't think is copyrighted. I feel like it might be, because I've gotten videos taken down for watching Joe Rogan and shit. I don't know if Daily Wire's videos are copyrighted. I don't think so.
The heading reads, "Let's be honest, Candace Owens is a Jew-hating bigot." So that's very punchy, very strong language. And I want to actually go through this article point by point so that you can defend your position and say why you wrote this.
Candace, I think before that, and as I said, I'm very optimistic that you would have dialogue about something. I think before that, there are some real steps, which is, I have called you, and I'm not alone in this, many Jews have called you an anti-Semite.
Mm-hmm.
I've also talked to people who say you have a really sweet heart, just so you know. You and I have a number of mutual friends in the world. But I think it's important to first identify what anti-Semitism is. It is a different type of hate than any other type of hate in the world. And if you and I are speaking crossways because we have a different understanding and definition, that's not going to lead to any dialogue. That's not going to lead. Look, I said to Scott, I'd love to walk out of here and say, you know what, I was wrong, and write an article. I apologize, and I was wrong. But the first piece is to have a mutual understanding of what is anti-Semitism. I think that would help a tremendous amount.
I
Do you agree with
actually
that?
totally agree with you on that. That is a perfect place to start. Could you provide for us a definition of anti-Semitism?
Absolutely. I really appreciate that, because I think that is the break. If we're not speaking the same language.
Okay, it actually looked a lot better the other way around. Damn it. I hate OBS. Why is it doing this? Okay, how's this look?
Where can we go, right? So there's a man, a blessed memory man named Lord Jonathan Sachs. He was the chief rabbi of England. He had a great line. He really defined anti-Semitism. That anti-Semitism is Jews have no right to exist collectively as Jews with the same rights as other human beings. Which is kind of a weird statement. So let's just track back a bit to understand the history of anti-Semitism. 2,000 years ago, Jews don't accept Jesus as Messiah. For people who do not have faith, as the early Christians, as some of them have faith, some of them accept Jesus, but they don't really in their heart. And you and I both know people like Montoya who accepts it fully in their heart, and other people who are doing it without faith. And those who have less faith, the fact that a Jew exists, let alone thrives, is a threat to their faith, because how can the Jew not accept Jesus as God and still thrive? Unless he's associated with the devil. So you start having these myths that are created of the Jew being identified with the opposite of God. This really codifies in 1144 in Norwich, England, what's called the Blood Libel. And this is really important to understand, especially today in 2024. In 1144, a young boy is killed, and the local priest says that's because the Jews need to make their matzah with Christian blood. It's called the Blood Libel. It's blame the problems of other people on the Jew. It's just so you know that's so ridiculous, not only just on its face, but we're forbidden from even having meat that has any blood in it. This is a Torah law. You can't have. That's why we can't have steak tartare. Okay, so this gets perpetuated in combination with a 4th century, what's called the Vulgate.
I'm sorry. Did you say in 1140 this happened?
1144 in Norwich, England.
Okay.
Okay. This is after in the 4th century, you have something called the Vulgate. The Vulgate is the official translation of the Bible. In Hebrew, there's no vowels. And the person who translates, St. Jerome, who translates the Vulgate, knows what he's doing is translating wrong. What I'm trying to tell you is that we have 2,000 years of
I believe of what I said, but both of us are going to be able to watch it. So again, this is.
She asked the questions. He's like, "What is anti-Semitism?" And this guy just starts rambling and doesn't actually answer the question. So I had to skip it.
Is the article, and by the way, you did say in this article that you heard that I received your invitation. That is false.
I did not.
I think it's important to just maybe name the people who told you that I received your invitation.
No, I'd rather not do that, especially since you're saying that it's incorrect, and in which case I apologize.
No, you can apologize. I just think that a lot of the reason that things happen is because there is this sort of back channeling and discussion, and nobody told me that I got an invitation, and now you've written that I refused an invitation, and so that adds to people believing.
So Candace, I'm going to ask you a question right now. I'm inviting you, forget about the article, because I have no issue and would love to write an article saying I was wrong, Candace Owens does not feel that way. I would love that. So I'm inviting you right now. I will set up a screening for you. Will you come?
If you set up a screening for me after we go through this, I just.
He's talking about. So I guess there's this documentary film. It's not really a documentary. I think it's like a compilation of footage of Israelis that got killed during October 7th, and that is, I guess, it's like 42 minutes of just Israelis getting killed. And he wants Candace Owens to watch that compilation of Israelis getting killed. And when she says yes to it, she's like, yeah, I'll watch it. He gets all giddy. He gets all excited. And it is just something very sick about these people, that they get very giddy and excited over footage of people getting killed. It's just sick.
I want to also be able to estimate your character by going through some of the things that you wrote. You did write some things that I believe...
Wait. I'm asking you a yes or no question.
No. And I just said to you, I'm going to give you an answer to that, but I want to first go through your article because I want to be able to estimate...
Wait. I'm asking you a question. I will take the entire article.
I'm not saying I'm not going to answer your question. I am just saying that I would like to go through this, see how you feel.
You said you hadn't had an invitation. I'm asking you. I don't have to be there. I'll set it up for you.
Okay, sure. If you want to set it up for me to have a screening of that here without you there, that's fine. What I'm saying is that I would not, based on what you wrote about me, I wouldn't take an invitation from you anywhere. I think that's fair given what's in this article. I think that's a normal human response, that if somebody has written something that is utterly libelous about you, it mischaracterizes what you said. But if you want to set it up separately and you want to send it to the Daily Wire and you want us to have a private screening, I absolutely will watch the events of October 7th.
You know what? God bless you. And had I ever heard you say that, I wouldn't have written an article.
See how he's excited he's getting? Like, he's smiling. Yes, she'll watch the video of these people getting fucking blown up and stuff. Yes, thank you that you accepted my request to. Wow, what a fucking sicko.
Well, I think you still would have, because you made a lot of points in here.
No, I wouldn't have. No, I wouldn't have, because I believe in the idea that it's about what we act and learn. And we have a concept called Shula in Judaism. No, actually, honestly, had you said there, at any point, what you just now said to me, that you would watch a screening, I don't need to be there, that you would watch a screening. If I set it up, I would not have written that article.
Okay. Well, I do still want to go through these points, though, because you...
Okay, but do you hear that, please?
Yes, I hear that, and thank you for saying that.
Right.
But a lot of what you wrote in this article...
This is what assholes do. They have this... assholes always also have this, like, nervous energy about them. That... They're like, will you do this for me? Will you? If you say yes, they're like, yes. Yeah. This guy's sick. This guy, he has the temperament of a serial killer or a serial rapist. That's his temperament.
Was a lot of what I'm assuming you have a friendly relationship with Rabbi Shmuley has been saying about me. So it's really important to go through these points, because when you write something is a Jew-hating bigot, that's very strong language, and we need to go through these points. So
we'll go through all of them, sure.
Yes, thank you. Okay, let's just begin here. So you basically make the argument that I'm drunk on fame, and that is the reason why I have let out the truth about who I am, which makes me a Jew hater. First thing you say is that this is a woman who is such an anti-Semite and so ignorant of history that in 2018, she publicly said that Hitler was okay. Do you actually believe that I publicly said that Hitler was okay?
So from the recording that I heard, including the congressional testimony, which I think was taken out of context, and from the comments that you said, okay, and you correct if I'm wrong, but my understanding from your comments is you were asked a question about nationalism. Mm-hmm. And you responded about nationalism using the example that nationalism was good, and that what Hitler was nationalistic in Germany, and that was okay. You have said specifically you think Hitler is a horrible, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And you have condemned Hitler, thank God, without question. And you also brought him up in that discussion about nationalism. Is that all accurate?
So when you just write, she publicly said Hitler was okay, that is dishonest, because what I actually was saying was answering a question, as you brought up, where we were not even talking about Jews, not talking about the Holocaust. A woman was asking about whether or not it's okay for people today to say that they're nationalist when it's often associated as a dirty word. And what I was saying was that it's wrongly associated with Hitler. I don't believe that Hitler was a nationalist, because obviously Hitler invaded Poland. He obviously had ambitions outside of. So what we have the clip. We have the clip. So we're going to play it. So again, the question that's being asked of me is whether or not nationalism is an okay word to embrace. Let's play the clip so we can hear me and what I actually said.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. I actually don't have any problems at all with the word nationalism. I think that it gets the definition gets poisoned by elitists that actually want globalism. Globalism is what I don't want. So when you think about whenever we say nationalism, the first thing people think about, at least in America, is Hitler. You know, he was a National Socialist, but if Hitler just wanted to make Germany great and have things run well, okay, fine. The problem is that he had dreams outside of Germany. He wanted to globalize. He wanted everybody to be German, everybody to be speaking German, everybody to look a different way. That's not, to me, that's not nationalism.
So again, we're trying there to define nationalism. Does your statement, she publicly said that Hitler was okay, is that an honest statement?
Yeah, so let's talk about this for a moment. Is that okay?
Yeah.
You were asked a question about nationalism.
Mm-hmm.
You responded with an example of Adolf Hitler.
Yes, I said because Americans associate, the reason why they think it's a dirty word is because of Adolf Hitler.
You responded, and you have subsequently, and I've seen you subsequently, and I think you even said it in the congressional hearing, you have obviously condemned him for who he was. But you brought Hitler's name into a discussion.
Correct.
And you justified that this is how America feels or how people feel. And that's your take on it. It's not necessarily accurate. And in fact, it probably isn't from an actual sociological standpoint.
This guy,
but
because I don't know if this guy's married or not. He has kids. If he does have either of those things, is married and or has kids, I would like to ask his wife and his kids what they think of him. You know, I would like to ask them personally, what do you think about him? And then I would like to ask the question to him, what does your wife and kids think about you? And I want to see their reaction. I want to hear what they have to say. Because I have a feeling things aren't going to line up.
But that's your opinion. Fine. But Candace, you put in the same sentence what he did if it just had stayed in Germany was okay. But more importantly, and here's a piece of the anti-Semitism. Why bring one of the most evil men of history into the discussion? You could just as easily have given any negative examples of nationalism. You chose to bring Hitler on, not them.
I did, and I have no. If I could go backwards in the context of trying to understand why Americans think that nationalism is a bad word, it was appropriate for me to bring off Adolf Hitler. It is totally appropriate in any capacity when you are talking about history and historical sentiments to bring up any relevant character that has created those sentiments. So I just want a yes or no. After watching that, I want to make sure we don't run out of time here. After watching that in context, do you think it is fair that you wrote, she publicly said that Hitler was okay? Hitler was okay.
Yeah. Yes, by bringing me even into the conversation, yes, I do.
Okay, great. Let's move on here, because again, this discussion, we're having it between us, but I want the public to be able to, deduce what's fair and what's not fair. You then wrote this statement. A mere month after the horrors of babies being beheaded, women being raped, and the slews of horrors from Hamas, Owens went on Tucker Carlson's show. Hamas, even though you wrote she refused to condemn Hamas.
What condemnation is? Is this where you really want to go? Is have an English discussion?
No. You wrote she refused to condemn Hamas. These are your words.
Because when you put that, at the moment you say that they have a moral equivalency with anything else, that's not condemnation, no matter what.
I said it's sad when an innocent.
It's not condemnation. And
is
it's
it,
not
I'll just ask you a question.
sorry,
Is it sad?
Candace,
Is it sad?
Sure. Sit there and do that.
I don't want to just cut each other off, okay? Because clearly what we are having here is just a disagreement. There's no reason to get angry. Do you think it is sad when an innocent Palestinian child dies?
Candace, I cry every day. And it's not just for Israel.
Look at this fucking psychopath fuck. Oh my god. I cry every day. Yeah, I bet you do. No, you don't. You don't have fucking feelings. Yeah, he's doing this whole game that no other lives matter but his own people's. It's so pathetic.
And this is one of the things you clearly do not understand. The same way most don't, who are anti-Semites, who don't get it. I cry for what's going on in Israel. I cry just as much for what we are forced to do. Golda Meir had a great quote. She said that one day we may be able to forgive them for killing Israeli children. We will never be able to forgive them for making us kill their children.
So what about my statement of saying that I also cry for Palestinian children is wrong to you if you also admit it is sad when Palestinian children die?
It's painful, but it is not in any way, shape, or form morally equivalent to October 7th. That is the anti-Semitic bigotry.
But I didn't say that. I just want to be clear. People are watching. It's just not what came out of my mouth. But I'm not going to, I don't want to.
If people are like, well, what's the big deal of what he's saying? Imagine if you had imagine, okay, let's say that let's say you're a guy who has a wife and 2 children, and you got in a bad car accident, and you and your wife lived, you guys just had some minor injuries while your kids got killed. And imagine 2 days after your kids were killed and you're fucking devastated. This guy asks what's wrong, and then you tell him what happens, and this guy straight up says to you, well, my people, kids get killed every day. My people, I know it's sad your kids die, but my people, that's what he's doing right now. It's pathetic.
I don't want to get hung up. I don't want to get hung up on that. I want to now point to, you said I wanted to talk about the depravities. I'm going to quote it. She wanted to talk about the depravities of Hamas as an academic discussion. Actually, I was talking about NATO, and here is the clip of what I said when I used the words academic discussion. Take a listen. I mean, you can go back to me even talking about...
Tucker Carlson. Tucker. He does that. It's so funny.
Umbrella of October 7th, which is what that segment was about, and saying that you have a moderate stance, that there should be able to be discussion, just like there is about NATO, it invalidates the reality of the absolute evil that is unique to October 7th. Had you asked me...
Oh, yeah, okay, so right now he's doing the whole... October 7th is the worst event in human history, along with the Holocaust. Those are the only 2 awful human... those are the only 2 bad events in human history. Even though there's been a bunch of... I mean, look at 9/11, or... I was thinking the Paris attacks. This is the October 7th massacre. It reminded me of the Paris attacks. And he's doing this whole game, this Kabbalah mind trick, where he's all like, "Oh, our tragic events, our genocide, are actually worse than any in human history." It's so funny, and nobody's falling for this guy. Nobody of it. Everybody of every background is not falling for this guy. This guy called him a clown. I cannot stand that he's trying to get Candace to say basically Jewish victims are more important than literally every other person in human history. So Candace beating this dude in debate is also anti-Semitic. I know licensed psychiatrist, but he seems like a poster boy for narcissism. Yeah, it's nobody's siding with this guy.
On October 6th, what to do with Hamas. Despite that in their covenant of 1988, their charter, which I don't know if you've ever read, despite the fact that in Articles 7, 11, and 13, they call for the destruction of all Jews in the world. If you'd ask me on October 6th, I would say we should do whatever we should do for peace. What they did on October 7th was surrender their human souls. They became Amalek, if you're familiar with the character from the Bible. And what they did is so evil, it cannot be compared to anything else. Just like what Hitler did is so evil, no one should compare it. I don't care if it's Trump or Obama, no one should compare any political leader today to him. You did it under a guise, whether you meant to or not, it was anti-Semitic games.
Okay, so I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't accept that characterization. So what I'm doing now is I'm allowing you to say what you believe and showing the clips, not removed from their context. And we have to just allow, people to take from this discussion what they can. If you're like most Americans, you're struggling to make ends meet. Everything is more expensive these days. By the time you pay the bills, fill up your car, and go grocery shopping, there's almost nothing left.
I don't think it's okay for anyone to insult you or your family. I don't think it's okay for you to insult anyone or their families. I call you an anti-Semite because that is how I judge the way you act and what you've said.
Okay.
I'm very pleased that you've agreed to watch the documentary. Mm-hmm. Makes me very happy, and you can comment on it after you've watched it. Makes me really happy, honestly. Okay. And I think that and hope that after you see that, you'll have a whole different understanding. But I don't think it's okay for anyone to make personal attacks. Now, when Ben Shapiro calls you an anti-Semite, I call you an anti-Semite.
Is Ben Shapiro the king of the Jews now? Well, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard anybody ever utter in my entire life.
Only wish goodness on your soul, but that is how you act.
Okay.
That's very different than calling you a fill-in-the-blank pejorative.
Okay, but you did write she castigated Ben Shapiro for being pro-Israel. So I'm just asking you.
Happy to find the exact quotes for you. Happy to find.
Because it just never happened. I would never.
Okay, you're saying that. I'm happy to find.
Okay, but he did insult me, but I did not insult Ben. So that was very interesting because I was like, that's almost an inversion of what happened here.
Well, okay, Candace, he says something differently, I think, but I will find and give you, I'm happy to let Skylar know a place in that, and only in that specific interview, by the way.
In that interview?
We're talking about that interview.
That's why I was asking you, what interview? Me and Tucker talking about Ben? You're saying that I castigated him for being pro-Israel.
Okay. Candace, I'll say it again. I'm happy to find those spaces where you castigated him and send them to Skylar, and you can decide to share them with your audience or not.
We'll put it in right in here if there's an example of a clip of me doing that. Because actually, I abstained from doing that and told Tucker that it's not something that I would do. Okay, then you go on to talk about me attacking Rabbi Shmuley. My audience has already seen him attacking me over the last 2 years. And I'm just going to ask you a basic question. Does a Black person or any person have a right to defend themselves?
Absolutely.
Okay, because that is interesting, because Rabbi Shmuley and his daughter have attacked me and made videos of me for 2 years straight. I have responded once, and you're basically saying that I'm anti-Semitic for responding. So I want your perception of when it is that a Black person's allowed to respond.
So, Candace, first of all, I know Shmuley peripherally. We've probably met a half a dozen times. Okay? He is an incredibly knowledgeable man. He formed L'Chaim Society at Oxford. Incredibly knowledgeable man. And with 9 kids, right? And we have something in Judaism, predates Christianity, but it's also Christianity as well to an extent, called Lashon Hara, the evil.
Can mutate. The square can become a circle, can become a triangle. That means that it has no shape. You're talking about an amoeba, right?
I'll say it again. it mutates because the definition, again, I'm quoting Lord Sachs, directly quoting him, where he says that Jews have this.
Question that's different.
It's evil just the same way.
Children, innocent children dying. If the consequence of children is dying, of course, it is an evil thing for innocent children to be dying.
Do you believe? Okay, so I want to make sure I'm hearing you. Okay, I don't want to misinterpret you. I am asking for specific answers.
It is always an evil, and I again say this as a Christian, it is always an evil when innocent children are killed. Always an evil.
So do you believe that October 7th is more evil than what's happening when the innocent children are dying?
Pardon?
I'm asking you.
What?
I'm asking you the simple question. Do you believe there's a greater depth of evil in what happened October 7th than any of the tragedies that are happening in Gaza?
Actually, let me actually toss this back to you, because this is a great question. I think a lot. No. This is a great question. I'm glad you asked this, but I want to toss this to you because one of the things that was also radically misinterpreted. Actually, I was talking about Brian Mass in his language when he said that there's no such thing as an innocent Palestinian life. I thought that was horrifically genocidal to say that. And that has been a huge conflict of whether or not what's happening is genocidal or if it's not genocidal. And something that I don't think that we have a clear definition on is genocide. And this is, obviously the word was created post-Holocaust. And so I would just like to get from you, because we're running, because we are running out of time.
So I'm not trying to.
He has used the word. People have looked it up. He does use the word. He's written many articles using the word genocide.
I don't use the word.
You don't use the word genocide?
Nope.
So you wouldn't describe the Holocaust as a genocide?
I would describe it in other ways. It's just not the language I use. So for me to say that this is a definition would be arrogant.
The deliberate killing of a large number of people from a particular nation or ethnic group with the aim of destroying that nation or group. The Holocaust sounds like a genocide to me. Transgender genocide. What is this? Shut up. Yeah, the Holocaust is listed. Huh. Interesting perspective coming from a Jew.
It's inappropriate because.
But what percentage of a certain group of people have to die that would constitute a genocide? Because I think that's part of it. It's a back forth where it's like, listen, if we can just say X amount of people, percentage of people dying of the same ethnic group.
Candace, you don't. I'm telling you point blank. You're asking me to define a term that I don't go around utilizing.
Okay.
So I don't. You're saying define this, and what I'm saying is I don't use that term. I am asking you a very simple question, which you have avoided a yes or no on.
I haven't avoided a yes or no on anything. I've been answering you this entire time. I am just saying that if the consequence for me, I cannot, like, what happened on October 7th to me was so horrific and was so evil. And it partially, the reason why I believed it was so horrific and so evil was there was no military target. You were just targeting civilians, and civilians are innocent, right? And so for you to then tell me, is it more or less evil when now innocent civilians, what is the number at? Can you tell me what the number is at of Palestinian children?
No, I can't, because Hamas stories aren't.
I know, but I'm asking you. I'm not asking Hamas. I'm asking you.
Candace, I'm going to try and make this.
So when you're asking me to compare, what you're actually asking me to do is to compare, is to state whether or not I believe.
Why is the word Nazi in Ashkenazi?
Please let me finish this. I feel that question, is you trying to make a statement that.
I believe that what happened on October 7th is a uniquely dark form of evil on a whole other level in every way, shape, or form of evil than anything that is happening in Gaza. Do you agree with my statement or disagree? I don't need explanations. Do you agree with me or disagree?
I have said to you 1,000 times, I feel like what you are asking me to do right now, I'm looking at the cost of life. This is how I analyze things.
You can't agree. You're not going to agree with me.
I am uncomfortable with the amount of innocent life that is lost right now in Gaza.
So you're not going to agree with me. Let's move on because there's other stuff. Because there's another piece in that article.
Because part of it feels like you want me to weigh, like, is Jewish innocent life worth more than Palestinian innocent life? And I'm not comfortable with that.
You made that clear that you don't view it the same, or you'd be able to say that what happened.
I view innocent life as innocent life. Like I'm saying, it's just innocent life lost.
Candace, you've made it clear you weren't able to answer yes to that question. Fine, let's move on to something else that is.
But I want to again state.
You already made yourself clear. I don't need more.
No,
you've made yourself clear. You're good. I'm good.
Please stop, because it's important for listeners to understand. When you ask a question like that, okay, it's different than you saying, do you think it is justified for people to defend themselves? You are basically asking me a question, is more Israeli life, is that more of an evil when it's lost than when more more innocent Palestinian life? And I am not comfortable with that question.
Candace, that's not what I said.
But that is...
No, I made a statement of my beliefs and only asked you if you could agree or disagree. You couldn't take a stand. I'd like to move to something else in that article that we have not discussed, because I am conscious of time, which is you make a comment again, and I think you do want to discuss this as well, I'm going to guess, and I want to be conscious of your time because I think it's important. You said where you stand on October 7th. That's fine. You stand where you stand. You make a comment in your comments back to Shmuley Boteach about, and again, you make an equivalency where you talk about, I'm sorry, not, I'm sorry for how you feel.
Well, no, I genuinely am sorry if you interpreted my suspicion. I genuinely am sorry if you interpreted that, like, my suspicion about a gang operating Hollywood to be some sort of a condemnation of all Jews. It's actually the exact opposite, which is why I specifically named.
I'm telling you that.
Are you going to let me speak? That is the reason why I specifically named Rabbi Shmuley, who was listed by Michael Jackson, who has been listed multiple times and who I believe operates like a gang member by his threats that he's been saying against me, that he's going to bankrupt me. I'm not going to pretend that I don't think that Rabbi Shmuley operates like a thug, and I'm going to withhold me stating that clearly because you're saying, well, that leans into an anti-Semitic trope. Him being Jewish doesn't mean anything to me. Him acting like a thug and making threats against my life and livelihood is something that I did say Rabbi Shmuley. I did say Rabbi.
Wrong. You know what? I'm not going to phrase it that way again. Using Shmuley as the example, you could just say, you know what? You're right. I don't need to attack him and his daughter being rabbis. They're just bad people to me. I don't need to make a comment about a Hollywood gang of Jews. They're just bad guys who are running Hollywood that may have whatever relationships. You've tapped into ancient tropes that are anti-Semitic tropes. You have repeatedly demonstrated a hate for Judaism.
I was going to move on to a different thing. I have to talk about that because it is kind of important. I haven't talked about it yet. Andrew Tate detained. I don't think there's been any more new info. Aiden Ross, man, he fucked Andrew Tate over. Yeah, the Rabbi video is kind of boring.
Did you see the thing about Andrew Tate?
Charges.
Be leaving Romania soon and probably never coming back. If you want to come over and do a week of long streams and content before I leave, I think it'll be big. And I'm sorry, he said it's basically now or never.
So he just read his fucking text. I have to go back a bit. He just read his fucking secret text message out loud. Which, by the way, Andrew Tate's a fucking dumbass. I play life like chess. But he tells Aiden Ross of all people his secret of fleeing the country. What a fucking dumbass. That's your guys' idol, not mine.
My announcement is, Andrew had hit me up. He said, hey, I'm going to be leaving Romania soon and probably...
Sorry. Fucking with this. What a dumbass.
Be leaving Romania soon and probably never coming back. If you want to come over and do a week of long streams and content before I leave, I think it'll be big. And I'm sorry, he said it's basically now or never.
Do you know how he got found out for it?
No.
From Aiden Ross's stream.
Oh, shit. Well, that figures. Aiden Ross, what a jackass. That guy's the biggest asshole. I told you.
He looks like the nerd girl from Recess. But yeah, so Aiden Ross got Andrew Tate thrown in prison again. You can't trust them boys. Alright,
this morning with a bad hangover, and my penis was missing again. This happens all the time. It's detachable. This comes in handy a lot of the time. I can leave it home when I think it's going to get me in trouble, or I can rent it out when I don't need it. But now and then I go to a party, get drunk, and the next morning I can't, for the life of me, remember what I did with it. First I looked around my apartment and I couldn't find it, so I called up the place where the party was. They hadn't seen it either. I asked them to check the medicine cabinet, because for some reason I leave it there sometimes, but not this time. So I told them if it pops up to let me know. I called a few people who were at the party, but they were no help either. I was starting to get desperate. I really don't like being without my penis for too long. It makes me feel like less of a man, and I really hate having to sit down every time I take a leak. After a few hours of searching the house and calling everyone I could think of, I was starting to get very depressed, so I went to the Kiev and ate breakfast. Then as I walked down 2nd Avenue towards St. Mark's Place, where all those people sell used books and other junk on the street, I saw my penis lying on a blanket. next to a broken toaster oven. Some guy was selling it. I had to buy it off him. He wanted 22 bucks, but I talked him down to 17. I took it home, washed it off, and put it back on. I was happy again, complete. People sometimes tell me I should get it permanently attached, but I don't know. Even though sometimes it's a pain in the ass, I like having a detachable penis.
So, okay, is audio good? Yeah, alright, a couple more things left tonight, and then I'll wrap this up. Okay. Let's watch a little bit of this.
You can't show until you meet her in person.
Yeah.
The whole goal is to get her on the date in the first place.
I think most people have seen this at this point, but we'll skip through it. But I do want to get to the George not found allegations. Really bad. But we'll do this one first. We'll get this out of the way because I haven't talked about it yet. People I know want me to talk about it, so.
Least, but the judge said they can be extradited to the UK just after their case finishes, and went further and said they're not allowed to leave the country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know too much about as far as like the Aiden situation and if that actually led. I know that
I'm being facetious there. I'm not actually accusing of anything. But Walter, I saw you raise your hands like, get a load of this guy. Since when do you believe that a police officer has the training and
around $400 US? These girls are making $10K.
Podcaster, right? So you know guests come on your show all the time.
What about your bad guess? I can name a few.
Yeah, it wasn't a combative interview. You guys, you know what I mean? Like, you guys were laughing and having a good time and being like, oh, shit.
Well, as podcasters, Ethan, we let our guests talk. So whatever they want to say, they can say because it's their podcast. Now, granted, you yourself are a podcaster too. And your guests are very, very, very well endowed as well. Actually, bro, your guests are really well out there, like Liver King, Scammer. Isn't that one of your friends too? Actually, if I'm correct, you follow him. That's your real friend. And he scammed how many people? Millions?
Yeah.
Wait, no, isn't that your friend? Damn, that's your friend, buddy.
Coco.
That's fucked up, bro.
Coco, you gotta chill. You gotta hit that island breeze, man. You're getting emotional.
I know, bro. I love it. It's chill.
I mean, but yeah, I mean, if you're gonna use that angle of like, you brought this guy on your podcast,
my friend.
He's not even our friend, bro.
No, it wasn't that you. Okay, you know what? I misspoke when I said he would.
I'm telling you that, but we gotta have things in
All right,
context.
go ahead and do your thing. You guys are getting emotional, though. I have to say.
No, we're not getting emotional.
Emotions are high. We need.
I don't want to.
By yesterday of all time.
We didn't do it yesterday.
Yeah.
That's what it says here.
No, we did it.
You trying to create this like weird situation where we pretend that we don't know what anything means and we just pretend we have coconuts in our brains.
Said it before in there, right? Like how the Federal Reserve came into play, etc.
So do you need to learn about the Federal Reserve?
So we talk about dating in today's society, you know, men and women.
Ladies.
But in this case, you're married, bro. Good job on that. That is a compliment to you because obviously speaking, getting married nowadays is not easy. Granted, how do you either make your wife happy? How do you maintain a good relationship? We want to hear your opinion on this. How do you maintain a good relationship with your wife?
It's about maintaining like mutual respect, listening, good communication, and genuine encouragement. I think caring about the things that they care about and supporting them and treating them like equals, I think is the paramount qualities in maintaining a good, healthy relationship.
That's good. Now, question. Let's say I'm a young guy, like 21, getting into the world. How would I get a girlfriend or a wife, you would say?
What?
No, I want your opinion, bro, because obviously speaking,
I don't know. What the fuck do you, I don't know. I don't care.
But hold on. You criticize us about our opinions, but I just want to hear your opinion, bro.
I don't know. I don't care and I don't know.
Oh, so now you don't know.
All of a sudden you don't know?
How a 21-year-old supposed to meet a girl? I mean, what the fuck are we talking about?
So how can you criticize us about our opinion?
How about that? Go into a crowd and talk to a girl. I mean, go to a friend's party and talk to a girl. There.
Is that it?
Do you want me to list every possible way that people can interact, Walter? What is your point? You can meet at a bar. You can meet at a train station. You can meet at a restaurant. You can meet at Walter's house. You can meet Walter's mom. She's a great lady out here. You can meet at. Actually, I don't know anything about your mom. She might be bad, but I doubt it. I think she's very sweet based on what I know about you. You can meet at the beach. You can meet at the ice cream parlor. You can meet at the mall. You can meet in an airplane. You can meet in a blimp. You can meet in a. Do you want me to keep going on, Walter, or is this enough?
You got it, bro. You got it.
Okay.
That was a good answer.
Okay, good.
All right. So we talked about.
That's the end of your fucking questioning? What did you just do?
Right there just shows.
What?
Continue, bro.
Wait, no, don't continue. What was your point?
No, you criticized us about our talking points, but yet you yourself have no solution to the problem. So it's almost like
because
our talking points.
Oh, because I didn't have a canned response to how 21-year-old men are supposed to meet women. That's crazy.
I mean, it's not about a canned response. I mean, you're hypercritical on how we approach modern dating and how to deal with it. And your response isn't really conducive to being successful in the dating marketplace nowadays, which I thought that's what the debate was.
I've done great.
I should have known that you would try to do some stuff like this, pulling out, talkers of Andrew Tate, anti-Semitism, blah, blah, blah.
What?
You have Charleston White
What
on
did
who's a
you think
rapist.
this conversation would be about?
Which I'm actually happy because this debate has exposed a lot of criticisms that we've gotten from other creators, so we've been able to debunk it on your platform, which we appreciate.
Yes. You have beaten the anti-Semitism charges, my friend. Let me ask you this. Let's go back to the...
can't explain how we're anti-Semitic.
You're right. I have no possible explanation. 21-year-old men, they're out trying to meet women. How does these young men avoid meeting thoughts? whatever that is.
That's your question?
Yes.
How do they avoid meeting? When you say thoughts, let me be clear about this. Are we talking about like promiscuous women?
I guess that's what it means, right? I mean, that's something like that, yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, you just got to look for the warning signs.
Right.
And
there's a bunch of them. There's many.
I think it is funny that these, like Fresh and Fit, they're always talking about high value women, but they're in open relationships, or sorry, one-sided open relationships with thoughts. I mean, come on. Ridiculous. So fucking ridiculous.
Can you list some?
I mean, there's a bunch, but here's the thing. It's not like, it's if she has these signs, she's definitely a thought. There's always going to be exceptions to the rule, but all you can do is watch behavior over a prolonged period of time, which is why we're big on, vetting a girl for at least 6 months to a year.
Right.
Just watching behavior, but having a lot of guy friends, liking to party, former drug use, current drug use, alcoholic, former alcoholic, being involved in certain professions where she has to display sexuality to make money, strippers, OnlyFans,
promiscuous,
porn stars,
promiscuous,
model girl. She, was in a sorority that likes to party. She went to party college. She was in the military. She was in job fields that were where she was surrounded by men. Just a bunch of them that she didn't have a phone, right?
So regarding
there's a million things.
Okay. Regarding showing the body and all this kinds of stuff, coconuts, and I mean this no disrespect to her because I don't know anything about her, but just to what you say, is your girlfriend a thought?
Who?
Your girlfriend.
Wait, what?
Your girlfriend?
Which one?
The one that you're like seriously involved with? Daisy?
Oh, Daisy? She's cool.
Yeah, she's your girlfriend. Is she a thought?
Who said that?
I'm asking you a question.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know anything.
Bro, well, I'm showing pictures. Can you guys see the feed? She's showing, and she's in bikinis. She does like fitness stuff where she's surrounded by, you guys know about the pageant business with like the guys in the back and stuff. So she's doing all that. Here's a picture of her ass at the gym. She's wearing really tight yoga pants. Really suggestive. Is she a thought? Is this a problem?
Yes. The answer is
she can do whatever she wants to do.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
So Ethan, let me. You might not. Well, here's the thing. He doesn't get it. Ethan, we see multiple women at the same time. We're not monogamous.
Yeah, I don't believe you. You guys both have girlfriends, and you love them, and I think that's special. Bro, and I don't know why you guys have to back yourselves.
Your research, bro.
Ethan, you really did a bad job here, man.
Research, bro. You don't know us at all.
God,
Myron,
damn.
I just have to say, don't you think it's a little? Well, go ahead and play. Let me play you this clip, and then Coconuts, you say that it's totally fine, but here is a clip of you talking about.
Well, if you're in a serious committed relationship with a guy and you have, sexy photos of yourself on the internet, Instagram is just one medium that you can do it. Yeah, it is cheating.
She's posting pictures like that. Bro, it's a wrap, man, for you. It's a wrap.
So I don't
When
like
you
that.
post pictures,
it's not sexualizing ourselves.
Yeah, when you post pictures of yourself on the internet that are scantily clad for the purpose of getting and/or attention from men,
Let the clip
it
finish,
is
please.
sexualizing yourself.
What is the definition? Post ad
And it's not
pictures and it's
traditional.
okay.
It's not OnlyFans, whatever. Even if you're not a hoe,
Myron, look, the
guys
titty's
will
out.
assume you're a hoe.
The titty's out on that top left. Go, scroll up a little bit, Chris. Look at this. This is a haram.
Oh yeah, haram. Never mind. 304.
They are so good.
That's your girlfriend, Myron. You called her a hoe. You called you called her a hoe, I believe was the terminology.
Yeah, and I said again, and I'm really glad that you brought this up because I knew you were going to bring this up. I knew you were going to bring this up,
Very
and
good.
I'm really see you're very predictable, my friend.
Bro, just talk. You keep posturing.
No, because we gonna cook you, man. This is why you've been
All right.
this is what you've been ducking us for
Get
years.
on with it, dude. Come on.
In the first clip, when I said you're in a long-term committed relationship, right, and have photos of yourself like that, it is cheating. Well, guess what? Since she's been my girl, guess what's on her profile? It's hidden. It's private. She doesn't have those pictures up.
So you're saying things that happened in the past don't matter.
She deleted thousands of people that used to follow her.
So,
right?
so
Or
things
whatever
in
may
the
be
past.
plan.
So if she's things happen in the past, and she's moved on, and then that stuff doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Well, it's not about that. It's about
women that post pictures like that. They're a hoe. It's fine that you like hoes, but they're a hoe. Like, how's it not hard to see? I think it's funny when guys are like that. She's different though. She's expressing herself. Yeah, she's expressing her sexuality. She wants to be seen half naked by millions of people. How is that not a hoe?
how does she acquiesce to you? Does she get into your frame once you get with her? Okay, so with the thing with Fresh, because you reached there, that's not his main girl.
Well, Fresh said,
like
play
my
the
girl.
sound, Zach. What was it?
She's posting pictures like that, bro. It's a
then-
wrap, man, for you. It's
You
a
said
wrap.
it's a rap.
Playing out of context.
No, it's not. No, it's
a
not.
wrap. You're trying to expose me, right, bro?
It's
You
a
honestly
wrap.
don't know what I do, bro. This is literally why I say you're not prepared, because obviously you don't watch our channel, you don't know how we move, and it's funny because we get pussy, bro. You don't. So it's like, bro, like, what are you trying to say here, bro?
Yeah, I mean, like
I am. You were just congratulating me on being married, Walter. What the heck?
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. No,
like I
hold
was-
on. Pick a lane. Do you get pussy and I'm mad about it, or are you happy I'm married?
You're trying to expose us. We don't know how we move. I say congrats to you because that's what you can do with one girl. That's fine.
Myron, coconuts. Do you usually take your side girls to meet your mom and buy her presents for her birthday?
Video.
She bought her really a wonderful Mother's gift. She seems serious.
Ethan, have you watched
This
Fresh
is your
and
girlfriend.
White?
Who, by the way, more power to her. She seems successful, and God bless her for getting out there and shaking her body, or showing her body. And I think that I think women. I think it's fantastic that women feel empowered. I think it sucks that you guys wrap yourselves into pretzels, and then now that you guys have actually entered relationships, which hasn't happened until recently, you have to you're getting called out by your own fans. You're having to justify. You just love the girl and you want to be in a relationship, and in the real world isn't black and white like you guys try to imagine it is. And but now you guys are kind of caught in your own web. You just love your girls. You know what I mean? Love is love, dude. You guys just give in.
It's a wrap. This is why it's funny. You know why? I see vlogs every single day.
Say what?
Multiple girls in my videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I stopped doing it because
she used to have long.
Let's all not forget that Fresh said his body count is like 3,120. Let's all not forget that. And I crunched in the numbers. He would be having sex with like 3 people a day ever since he was like 16.
people were acting weird with the girls and their family, so I stopped posting that. Doesn't mean it stopped. It just means that I moved differently. Now, granted,
That's gross. Having a body count over 3,000, you are a fucking menace to society. You would have diseases. Your dick wouldn't work. You would be spreading diseases. I mean, how does that not create a dark entity? How does that create a demon? You're fucking demonic if your body count's over 3,000.
you're gonna say, "Oh, bro,
That's
this
not
girl
even humanly possible either. Like,
was your girlfriend."
Like there's been like P stars that like James Holmes that they claimed like the same body count number. It's like, no, that's I mean, we all know how he died, and so it makes sense, but yeah, dude.
I don't believe you guys have multiple partners. I don't believe it.
People with that high of a body count, they're like, you'd have to be gay and a pedophile. And animals, dude. There's no way that you can just be a straight person and have that body count.
You're not here in Miami. You don't see it.
I don't know. I just am telling you. Y'all
So,
fucking have girlfriends. Cringe. Gay. These two dudes have girlfriends. Gay. Exposed. You guys are so exposed right now. Girlfriends.
Ethan,
What do you
mean
bro?
exposed? I do a weekly show with my girl, and I say she's my girl on my show. What are you talking about?
Well, Myron's the one dodging, but you say you
I'm
have
not
multiple
dodging
girlfriends.
anything.
That's a lie.
Everyone knows that my girl is Angelica. We do.
So she's not a hoe. You called her a hoe, but she's no longer a hoe.
We true crime show together.
So
also,
she's not a hoe. She was a hoe, but she's not a hoe anymore.
I love the fact also because if you're gonna play that clip, I also said in there like, oh well, we don't know. This is one of the profiles where you got to get to know the girl.
Exactly.
I said that too. You made sure to not show that part, didn't you?
I'll open it. No, it's there. I'll watch it again.
So again, you don't watch anything, which is why you are very ill-informed. But let me go ahead and
pictures like
Here it is. I've watched the whole thing. You guys want to watch it again? I mean, we can.
things way out of context, way off.
Okay.
You know, you literally said our body counts are 8 and 15, man. You're not spot on at all.
Yeah, that's just a joke. You know what I mean? I'm just goofing on you guys.
8 and 15, and then you. Yes.
And it's funny too. Ethan made a joke and said their body counts are actually both 8 and 15. That actually sounds realistic. That probably is about right. Which is that's. I think 15's too much. I think that's kind of gross.
And I know a bunch of girls have talked about it because that's his thing. That's how he gets women to come
I just want to be.
These are all skanks too. Like look at this fucking shark tail looking motherfucker. These are all skanks. These are high value women.
Thank you for cementing the fact that I don't pay girls off sugar sites. Thank you.
Then why are you on
I
that?
love that Myron has the Punisher. Always has like Punisher shit. He's one of those dorks that calls himself Frank Castle and shit.
Also,
why are you on that?
Because I use it as a dating site. I've said it many times.
So you use the sugar daddy websites as dating sites?
Yes. So we did a whole episode on
and then
this.
you complain about women being shallow.
I never complained about women being shallow.
You say it's hard to find a good woman because they're interested and they're motivated by material things and stuff, and yet you're seeking women specifically who are would supposedly be a certain type of woman, obviously, that would be on a sugar daddy website. So it seems like you are confirming your biases by even going there to find women. You know what I mean?
What? Okay, so you.
Sorry,
said
Walter. I'll say it. Do you want me to say it again slower?
Yeah, I mean, you. What is your specific thing that you're trying to insinuate here? Because one, you're trying to attack me for being on a sugar site, which I was going to talk about, but that's fine. So what is your specific critique?
Yeah, the women are this way. You say women are materialistic,
hypergamous.
Hypergamous.
Okay.
And then let's just start there. Women are always trying to date up a in status.
Yes.
And yet here you are seeking out these types of women to confirm your own bias. Don't you find that ironic?
No, because here's the thing. All women are hypergamous, okay?
Well, all women on sugar daddy websites are.
They're even more so with the hypergamy.
Oh, so they're hypergamy. But you seek them out. Okay.
Because here's the thing.
Because you know that they're interested in your money and not your personality, which is what makes you insecure.
Okay, I love how you just jumped to that conclusion, but can I finish my point and then I can go and address your ridiculous claim that you just made?
Yeah, go ahead.
When you're
I'm not insecure.
Okay, when you're, we'll address that here in a second, because I love when liberals like you like to claim insecurity.
Liberals?
Yeah, dude, you're a leftist. Come on, man, let's keep it 1,000. Anyway.
Oh, chill. What are we doing here?
That's a whole other conversation. But either way, when you're a guy and you're dating.
Ethan is the most, like one of the most leftist content creators ever. I love that Ethan actually thinks of himself as like a centrist.
You need to have multiple methodologies to meet women, right? You mentioned before, hey, you should go and meet a house party, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's called, going out and meeting a girl in real life. But you want to use dating apps, you want to use social circle, you want to use the club, etc. You want to be able to meet women through different avenues, okay? So sugar sites, if you're smart, you treat them like a dating app. Idiots use it to actually get sugar babies and pay.
Why would you want to seek out women like that?
On sugar sites?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. There's a lot of women on these sugar sites actually that are professionals. They make a lot of money themselves. They're doctors.
I don't get this. This is all they're all contradicting themselves. Don't they want women that don't work and they just provide? what is this like? Oh, they make 300K a year. It's like, okay, these. I don't get these guys' like logic at all.
Lawyers, etc. And what they do is they use dating site. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so you're on sugar daddy sites looking for doctors?
I never said that. I'm telling you that there's women on there, okay, that are looking for guys that are on their level financially, or they're tired
That's
of
not what a
dating.
sugar daddy website is, dude. Come on,
You're
doing this silly thing here.
Again, your limited knowledge is why you're making the comments that you're making.
Okay, so women, doctors, and professionals of all types, professors are on sugar daddy websites.
We do one during the day, one during the night.
It's easier to speak with them.
Water. And actually, we tell them, ladies, don't get drunk if you're able to drink, because we will talk on the
Ladies, yo, check this out. What if you're with a man who, let's say, made 40K a year. The other guy made 300K a year. That you're kind of interested in, you met in a bar, but you didn't pursue. Which one would you choose? Would you choose the 30K guy or the 400K guy? Yeah, fresh. Walter, what's his name? It's like Meeks or something. I don't remember his last name. He's one of our greatest thinkers of our modern time.
You're drinking alcohol with us.
It's for the story.
Yeah, it's for the story, bro.
Okay,
It's water.
yeah, the story really. Okay, that's awesome.
Hell, if you watch our podcast,
Now, and you think that's a good idea?
You see us with red cups and we don't drink, and we're drinking water.
I know you don't drink. That's why you guys are such creeps. You get girls around you drunk and you guys stay sober. That's like hallmark creep behavior. Myron, and you think that's a good idea for 18-year-olds to have red solo cups so it looks like they're drinking alcohol? Why is that?
It's so hard, dude. It's water.
I know you guys are saying it's water, but why would you want to even make it seem like you're drinking with them?
Bro, they don't want to be left out. Hey, can I get a cup too so I can do cheers? Bro,
that's not even close to worth the perception that you're drinking with minors. Just don't give them a fucking cup.
Only weirdos like you
give them a glass.
Cup of alcohol. They must be bad.
I'm the only person who thinks there's alcohol in a red cup.
Bro. No, it's not about that. It's water, dude. I mean, hell, I even have a red cup when I'm sitting here at the table. Sometimes it's water. A lot of the times, and here's the other thing too, because people.
What about on Cinco de Drunk Day?
They weren't drinking, bro.
That
girl in particular was not drinking. Maybe the other girls were, but that girl wasn't.
Here's my answer. Who cares?
She was sober the whole show. If she was really drinking alcohol, watch that episode. Oh no, wait, you don't watch the episodes. Why was she sober as fuck, man?
Yo, bro.
Like Ethan, the proof is in the pudding. Watch the episode and you can see she's not slurring her words. She's not fucking stuttering. She's sober as a whistle.
Sober as a gopher.
Yes. Once again, another L on your part.
Yeah, no, I'm taking fat L's here.
It's a wrap. She's sober, dude.
I'm taking fat L's. Yeah, dude, I like to hang out with my younger fans, and I give them red cups that are traditionally used for drinking alcohol out of them, and then I make it look like I'm drinking with minors just so they don't feel left out. That's what you said, which is insane. Chris Hansen would like to ask you some questions.
Are you telling me that you never drank alcohol when you were underage, Ethan?
Not with fuck, bro. Wait, hold on. Did you just confess?
When you were young?
Was that a confession? I think you just confessed. Well, it's not my responsibility. It's not the minor's responsibility. I mean, you're 4. Drinking with 18-year-olds is just pathetic.
We don't drink,
weird, bro. Yeah, and you guys don't drink. Makes it even weirder. It makes it even weirder.
Why don't you take a seat
right over there? It makes it so weird.
Ethan, let me explain to you. The underage girls drink water, and then the girls of age, they want to drink when they show up.
Got it. They drink water out of a red cup, and we do it so they feel included. Yeah. We want them to feel special.
And then the girls that are older,
you guys are so considerate of the girls' feelings when it comes to drinking and posting, but in the studio, we don't care about them.
We'll give them 1 or 2 at the most because we don't want them getting fucked up and they're of age. What's the problem with that?
I've seen lots of drunk girls in your studio, man. Girls passed out.
They come here.
What do you see, bro?
Well, you say you give them 2. Okay, whatever. Let's continue.
No, Ethan, let's get on this road. What do you see that's drunk on the show?
I've seen videos of girls. They're drunk on the show, or they're drunk on the couch in the back, etc.
And they got drunk before they came here.
Okay.
Don't give them more than 2 to 3 at the absolute
So
most.
here they are cheering. Here's a 20-year-old girl. I mean, the other ones were 18, 20.
Hello.
Don't worry about it.
She's 20.
Oh, I'm 20.
Okay.
I'm
under
a
21,
dancer.
by the way.
Take a seat right over there.
All right, cheers.
Here are the 2 under 21 girls with lots of Myron's liquor bottles here, drinking out of a red cup, which is filled with water, so we don't want them to feel left out.
Was crap, man. Bad? I say, bro.
Hey, coconuts. Is this what it's like when you go to like McDonald's? What would you want to order?
He keeps calling them coconuts, but whenever you make a Jew joke to Ethan, he fucking cries. They're all like that.
Order today. You tell me.
It's a wrap.
You tell me.
They had all this time, and that's the best meme they could come with?
It's funny.
I thought they would have come up with like me holding dynamite or something like that. Damn, bro, that was
You holding dynamite. That's not funny at all.
Our meme guy's out today, actually.
Yeah, that was from the subreddit. Thank you to them. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty funny. Anyway,
how would you go about if you were single, bro? Like, I'm asking. Like, this is our question. Like,
I don't care. I don't care.
What would you do?
I don't care.
Now you don't care.
I never did.
Interesting how whenever we ask you a question or we're having we're about to get into a real
Well, it's
debate.
like a weird, it's like a weird hypothetical thing. I don't know. I have a lot to think about.
Like when you asked me earlier, what if Andrew was actually a rapist? Like, what do you like?
I'm asking your opinion on like a concrete, specific. Why they wanted to stay on the call so much? I think it's just because they are.
Let's get to this. This is so funny, dude. Context, because anybody over the age of 18, more like over the age of 16 aren't gonna know what this is. There's this Minecraft YouTuber that's supposedly friends with Dream named George Not Found, and he got Me Too'd by this chick that claims to have been freshly 18, which was she was actually almost 19, and that we were at a party and we were drinking, and I lied about my age, and he tried cuddling with me. And his response was, I'm sorry, I didn't know. This fucking Brit fag made a response and apologized to her for nothing. Already, dude, look at her face. Look at that face. This over-dramatized, dramatic face. Their stupid fucking septum piercing. Whoa, what just happened? Look, she's like sitting there like, this is her. She's all like this. She's like, dude, these zoomers on these SSRIs are fucked.
I apologize. Because it'll probably be a bit hard.
Less than 3.
What a great actor. This fucking sicko. All these zoomers are fucking addicted to the internet and on our SSRIs.
I won't have the chat on the screen because I can't read it right now. I also turned off all the alerts so I could talk. I'm sorry. I didn't think I would cry.
This is all because of cuddling, by the way.
Funny enough, I wrote it down because I didn't think I thought I wouldn't have anything to say. You know, I thought I'd freeze up when I went live, which I kind of have, but I didn't think I'd cry. I wrote down what I want to say on stream today. I hope that's okay. because I get really anxious when talking about important things, and I don't want to missay anything, and I want to make sure that I'm saying everything I want to, and in order to do that, I wrote it down last night, because I knew I would be like this, and I knew I wouldn't be able to talk properly. So, I probably won't, I again apologize, I probably won't look up during the stream. I'll be reading on my phone. But I wanted to read this instead of tweet it because I wanted it to come from me. And I want you guys to hear it from me. It's really hard for me to talk about, but I feel like it's important. It made me feel like it may be okay. I want to start this by saying I wouldn't be here without Shelby. I was ready to disappear with this secret forever. At the beginning of summer, I was assaulted.
You guys are fucking still. You guys are still in high school. Give me a break.
By a significantly older and popular content creator. I was freshly.
And he's like 26 or something.
18, and had just graduated high school
the best age.
weeks prior.
Nice.
I was drunk in a hotel room with other people around me when it
Why were you underage drinking? And lied about your age on ID?
happened. He was someone I had once watched. And he was 8 years.
She watches Minecraft YouTubers. What a fucking dork.
years older than me. And far more powerful.
I'm so proud of you and your bravery.
She has the chat voice thing on.
The full story is quite short. It was at a convention in a hotel room. It was my first convention I was invited to, so I stuck by one of my best friends the entire time. I was nervous but excited about it all and felt really grown up. One night, we were at a house party when we decided to leave. It was me, my best friend, and her other friend. This other friend was romantically talking to a really big creator at the time. He was also the best friend of my soon-to-be assaulter. She wanted to go back to his hotel room, but didn't want to go alone, so we went with her. I didn't really mind, as I was up for anything. When we got to the hotel room, it was the creator, the girl was talking to, and his best friend. The two of them and the three of us. Not much happened that first night, just some drinking and talking at a table. The guy's friend had been passing flirts at me the entire night, but because he was the oldest in the room, we assumed he didn't know my age. Later that night, when I left, I received Instagram DMs from him, and in my Instagram bio, in bold, was my age, 18, confirming he knew how old I was. A few days passed.
18 is not a minor, by the way. It's an adult.
When I found myself in the same situation. Us three were at a party when it got boring, and whether the girl wanted to leave and go to his room, or he asked us to, I cannot remember. Once again, I was drunker than the night before and was willing to go anywhere. I was naive, and so we went back. I remember a friend seeing me in the lobby on the way. They were worried by the way I was acting and asked if I was okay. I was really drunk, and it was an eerie feeling, like they could sense something was wrong, and I wondered what would have happened if I had picked up on it, and if I wasn't drunk, and if I didn't wave it off. But I don't want to dwell on the what-ifs. That night, I went up to his room. Back at the hotel room again were the two friends and us three girls. At the time, all of us girls were already really drunk from the party we were coming from, stumbling and everything.
This is what
there was more alcohol.
Why were you underage drinking with older men and lied about your age to drink? This is very irresponsible.
All in the room, and we were encouraged to drink some more as they offered the bottles to us. They said they would join us in drinking and insisted on drinking games, and, already drunk, I obviously complied. We sat on the couch and answered questions about each other, drinking a bunch, and the older guy sat right next to me while playing. I confused my nerves for excitement, as I had never been around such a big creator before. I remember getting drunker and drunker and really tired around this time. It was about 3 a.m. Right before the incident, I had answered a question about my age. We were playing a drinking game and talking about sex, and I admitted to everyone in the room that I was 18 and that I was a virgin at the time.
All right.
I remember back now to him answering questions. During the game about back when he was 19 and when he was in college, noticing how my future was his past, and I wondered how he felt sitting so close to me.
What is this, fucking X-Men? Is this Rogue?
It was a little after that when I resorted to playing games on my phone when it happened. Out of nowhere, I felt him slip his hand under my clothes.
Under my clothes, okay. We're at
Sitting next to me on the couch in front of everyone. He disguised it with a simple, "Are you ticklish?" I coughed out.
He's using that Riz. I mean, if you're over the past the age of 20, it's time to stop using that. Are you ticklish? Can I give you a hug? When you reach a certain age, you go past that. We're done with that type of Riz.
Out a no,
At a certain
still
point.
staring at my phone. I was overly aware of the fact that we were in front of other people, the fact that everyone else was sitting around us, watching us, including my best friend, and that his hand was inching further to places I hadn't asked for it to be. He made a game out of my embarrassment, where he would touch me in certain areas to make me lose the phone game I was playing. I was scared, and I felt sick, either from the alcohol or from his touch. It didn't matter because my mind was a blur. I didn't speak or move. I remember being afraid to even breathe. I stayed there for a while, hoping my stillness could make me disappear. I eventually had to stand up after many minutes for it to stop.
Yeah, she's doing the classic.
I was scared to leave or make a scene out of the embarrassment. Eventually, later in the night, I found myself alone with him and his friend.
Oh, there's a little
Everyone else either passed out or sick. I dread the scenarios that could have played out that night, the what-ifs. I was just so naive, and lucky or not, the night came to an end with just that. The night lasted until 6 a.m. I was still drunk, either from alcohol or tiredness. I went to leave, and the older guy decided to leave with me. We walked to the elevators, where I didn't get on. He then pretended that the elevator was broken, and that he couldn't leave, telling me to get in the elevator to prove it was broken. And then after a few minutes, he ended the night with a "guess I'm going now," leaving with a wounded puppy look. He proceeded to Instagram message me for a bit after that, simple flirting or asking about the next convention I was going to, saying stuff about seeing me there. Simple messages ultimately filtered into nothing. At the time of it all, I convinced myself I was lucky. I was lucky that that had happened to me. I was excited to be around such big creators, to be at that convention in general. I figured that's just how things were, that was the price I had to pay to be there, that anyone would have loved to be in my position, and that I should have appreciated it. It was a first. That night, it was the first time anyone had ever touched me.
Beta.
I assured myself that I was just being sensitive about it
Bite a girl.
at all, that it wasn't a big deal. But assuring only can go so far. I felt dirty in a way that I couldn't wash off.
So the comments are saying nobody's buying this. She's saying she's clearly faking it. This is disgusting. As a SA survivor, I am appalled by her behavior, and the way she wrote the script is like an edgy 10th grader's creative writing project. This is not a victim. This is someone who regrets something. Well said.
I couldn't help the way that my body reacted and flinched. Part of me still wanted to feel cool about it all, to convince myself I was lucky so I didn't have to think about it. I would reimagine the scenario in my head, replaying it again and again, what I could have done, what I could have said instead. But it didn't matter. None of it did, because he never asked, and that fact would never change, no matter how hard I thought about it. I changed after that. I believed life wasn't fair. I was naive, and maybe sometimes to a fault, but I could only wish it lasted longer. I miss not knowing. I used to be kind. I'm angry a lot of the time now at that person, at myself, at the fact that a year later, I can feel my heartbeat stop at the sight of him, and he probably couldn't even make out my face in a crowd. I can't stop thinking about who I was before it all, who I'll never be again, and how some things you can't undo no matter how hard you try. I never said anything out of pure embarrassment. I was embarrassed it happened, and I was afraid to look weak or to show that it hurt me. But I realize now that I don't think being hurt makes you weak. I think it's strong to feel things that have hurt you, and then to still choose to feel nonetheless. I was scared to speak out because I thought it was my fault and that I didn't deserve to. I was scared of him and all of...
I would give your creative writing project a C-.
The idea of will I ever heal, it's scary. But I was tired...
Over cuddling. Okay. Let's go to George's response. This is... By the way, George... He honestly, I think, deserves this. Which one do I go to?
In this stream, I'm going to be talking about some very serious topics, including assault, abuse, and things of sexual nature.
This guy looks and acts like the guys I see on, like, the boyfriends of girls I see on Instagram and Facebook. Art hoes always date these type of guys. This is a uni girl's average boyfriend. Disgusting. Dude, pathetic. I can. If you date a guy that's like this, I'll fucking, you know, end him immediately. All right. I could steal this guy's girlfriend just by saying, "Hi, how you doing today, Dur?" And she'll go with me and leave him behind. That's how easy it is. It's fucking fuck.
So if any of these are triggering topics for you, please be aware of that and be cautious. Recently, a streamer named Katiebugs went live and told a story involving me about sexual assault. So in this stream, I'm going to be addressing it. I was originally planning on doing this all live, and that's why I originally tweeted saying that I would be live the day that it happened, but I simply did not feel comfortable doing it live, and needed to make sure that I had all the details in place. And
my computer is so fucking hot right now. I think it's about to overheat. Oh wow, it is. I don't know why it is. I don't know why it's so hot. It hasn't even been on that long. But I'll wrap this up in a bit.
I didn't even know who they were before meeting them. And then we essentially just were playing drinking games in the hotel room. We were just having fun, talking with each other. Nothing crazy in particular. Now, one thing Katie said retrospectively, looking back at the scenario, is that I was flirting with her throughout the night and that she was uncomfortable with this because of our age difference. At the time, she was 18 and I was 26. She actually assumed I didn't know her age because she had never said it. But then later...
Who cares? Back in the 70s, 16-year-olds would... I'm not going to say it.
I had actually DM'd her on Instagram.
This is
and because of that...
people, and I've said too many sus things so far as a joke, so I'll stop.
Yes, she says that it is confirmed that I know her age. To give some context to this scenario and to why I didn't know her age, my perspective of things is that I am with people that are over the age of 21 in a scenario where we are doing things that people that are over the age of 21 are doing, like drinking. And also the people that came from an event where they had very heavy security. This was an official VidCon after party. And with previous VidCon after parties, I even had problems getting into these events. There was one time where they didn't let me in because they couldn't confirm the legitimacy of my UK ID. They said they weren't trained to look at foreign IDs. So they didn't even let me in despite me being 26 at the time. And also since Katie's stream, I've gone back and reviewed texts from the time. And there was actually a picture where it was shown that they had this 21 plus wristband on one of their hands.
She's over with.
Streams room, and we were hanging out. And again, the same scenario happens from the night before. They are trying to get him to go out to another party that they were at, and same story, Dream didn't want to go, but was open to them coming here. And again, that is what happened. But this time, their friends were actually all able to get in. I don't know how they did it, but Katie, her best friend, and 3 other of her friends ended up coming to the room, which had me, Dream, and my online friend.
So let's okay, so he's just, well, let's skip to the end, but I want to play this clip of Dream crying.
What's important to differentiate is that she was uncomfortable with this after the fact and not during. She says, quote, "At the time of it all, I convinced myself I was lucky. I was lucky that it had happened to me. I was excited to be around such big creators, to be at that convention in general." It's quite a specific scenario that probably doesn't really happen that much, especially publicly. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of hard to talk about it. But I think after VidCon, she obviously had told some of her friends about what happened. Whether or not that was in a negative connotation, I do not know. I wasn't part of these conversations, of course. But she clearly told them about this scenario.
He's such a pushover.
A lot of people that think that I'm so calculated and everything that I do is so...
You're a fucking drama queen 24/7, dude. You're fucking creepy. Like, how old is this guy? This guy's a creep.
Planned out. And that, I'm just... I think right now that I'm being manipulative and I'm trying to, I care about just... my image or but I care. Sorry. I care about people. And I want people to talk to me if they have anything, any problem. I never want to do bad. I never want to do evil. I never want to contribute to anyone's life in a negative way. Reflect on himself, and realize, I think that he has stuff to say that he will. I don't know exactly what it will be, or what he'll say.
Yeah, he started crying. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good night.